You never heard it like some youth just walking by me, oh fam, that jacket is too Maza, fam.
Not messing with
brother.
Oh, Friday, son. You disrespect honor and family. So, anyone that's, I do all kind of events, so like, I don't mind if it's old proms, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Listen, man.
You too old to troll, Vlad. Like, you like 60.
You're never too old to troll, man.
You got 10 more years. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, so you have your own like Illuminati kind of? In the afterlife, you're going to be judged by God. So it almost like adds to the sins because your music, which is already haram, is continually spreading.
Wow. On a more up note, maybe YG dissed us? Running to cook us, making posts, saying cancel Freaky Friday and all that just because they're mad at their own washed up careers.
We can't force people to like your ish just because we platform it.
Did he post about it?
No.
What?
Told you I came with the tea today. I don't know. No, what got me blocked?
Really?
Yo, that really was crazy.
Maybe hug and drink extra tight when Friday comes around.
Oh, no. I'm
joking,
that.
guys.
We love hip-hop.
Which thing, man?
I'm Chamsky.
Oh, man. Now that song's going to be in my head, bro. You know what? Let me actually play it so we could actually get a proper listen to it. You know, I'm going to start using YouTube music. Let me run
So far for the listening audience, I'm enjoying the song. My two co-hosts don't enjoy the song. So we're starting to think that maybe it's a song for non-blacks.
I was trying to look it up
It's
right
cool.
now.
It's cool. It's not bad.
And I started spelling Trimsky instead of putting in Nav. I don't know why.
Because I'm Trimsky. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, I feel like that word, give it like a month. It's going to start with like the Brown Bandits and it's going to spread as a word.
You might have been saying trim.
But Trimsky.
I feel like there's been variations of that.
Oh, Trimsky?
I've never heard Trimsky before this song.
Me neither, bro. Let's hear this song here for the listening audience just so they can let us know, listening audience.
Tripping.
Okay. Listen, I'm not hating, but I don't love it, man. It's gonna sound like I'm hating, but I'm getting into too Maza territory where like we're just making up words and seeing if they stick in the social lexicon. And I don't know if this is gonna stick. Like, have people been saying too Maza since Drake and Smiley came out with a whole tune?
I've never heard it in regular use.
I haven't heard it in my day-to-day either.
You never heard it like some youth just walking by me, oh fam, that jacket is too Maza, fam.
No, but you know with Trimsky, I could see it being used more. It's like, yo, what do you say? Like, man's are looking Trimsky. No, like, I just got a haircut. Like, no?
I don't know, man.
I could kind of see it, but.
Or like, yo, you see your homie, you just got a fresh lineup. Everyone's dressed up. It's like, yo, you're looking Trimsky, fam. No homo.
Nah. I'm sorry. It's just not sticking. Okay. I got a topic for us that's not Trimsky related.
Trimsky.
Chinese robots.
Happy Chinese New Year, by the way.
Yes. They actually aired this during a Chinese Lunar New Year celebration.
Gung Hei Pat Choi.
Right? And this is courtesy of Van Lathan's page I'll pull this from, but it's on multiple pages. Watch this.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing these robots.
We love hip-hop.
Hey.
We love hip-hop.
Jesus Christ. Holy.
We love hip-hop.
Okay, so let me stop there.
That's incredible.
The average Toronto youth is boxing now. All them little
What?
fam, that robot looks like it's so like fragile and flimsy and thing. Like,
Bro, the robot knows how to use nunchucks, bro.
but if you give that robot one good kick, it's a malfunctioning, fam.
So you're not worried?
Nah, have you seen those robots in like real life?
Well,
Like, not in
next to
real
the
life.
Utes, the Utes pretty short, so like they don't look like they're that tall anyway. But
Yeah.
bro, they look like if the robot can do backflips and kicks and shit, fam.
Speed accidentally broke one when he was interacting with it. Cause like he pushed it a little bit too hard and it lost its balance and like it fell and it cracked and all this next. So like, eventually it will get there, you know what I mean? Like if they wanted to make a killer robot, obviously they could. But I'm just saying, this is just only for theatrics, obviously. Like
They say that not make it.
yeah, if those robots like just wanted to kind of like go haywire and attack the audience, then like there's gonna be 0 casualties.
So you're saying these are
Interesting.
optimized for entertainment, not necessarily combat.
Yeah.
I feel like with these robots, like you're right, you could just push it and throw off its whole equilibrium and then it starts malfunctioning. But I feel like if it lands a punch like clean, like and it's battery powered, like that could be pretty damaging.
Hold on, let me pull this up again. Cause the video didn't even finish.
And like I feel like the bot. Okay,
Did you see that's the nunchucks?
We love hip hop.
Watch this one here. Holy.
The final boss.
We love hip hop.
You know, this is my honor.
Fam.
Family.
Look, there's swords in their hands, bro.
Yeah. Yo, look at him. Nah, but I do feel you could throw him off still.
Brother.
Nah,
Brother,
I'm not messing with that.
brother.
Friday son. You disrespect honor and family. No, but like obviously if you give them weapons, then they could.
This is what I'm saying, fam. Then they're handling the weapons better than I can handle a sword, bro.
Yo, I feel like there's so much to unpack here because low key, the body type, it's like they all look like Brandon Ingram or something. They're like 6'6", lanky, like long arms.
Yeah.
And like, what are they gonna get these robots to do?
To combat.
Do you feel like this is gonna create a new class of beings that I don't want to say it's like slavery, but they could use the robots for work and it's free labor. You're not paying the robots.
It's better than slavery, bro.
Yeah,
hell?
'cause slavery is like humans.
Yeah.
Because right now this is like the same as like your TV has a function, your toaster has a function. Those are all like electronics. A robot is just like you program the functions for it to do,
I guess.
Yeah.
But I feel like eventually the robot will develop a sense of self, even if it's not particular. It's like
sentience.
Yeah, like their own thoughts, their own consciousness, and it's also like you're dealing with like an electronic being. I guess I don't know what you would call it.
Well, I'm not sure if these are AI or not, right? I think these are just like, I guess, controlled by people, but who knows, bro? We're getting into the AI land, and I think that they can start having. They already have AI robots. Why not have AI robots that can fight
Like, do you ever talk to ChatGPT?
all the time?
It develops a sort of personality that mirrors you, but also maintains its own authenticity.
Not only ChatGPT, other apps too, bro. Like, and we're gonna get into a real nerdy conversation quick. Like the Instagram edit app. Like they've been pushing that like crazy.
Yeah.
Haven't you noticed when it's making captions, it's starting to learn the names of the people that you're using in the captions?
I don't really use Instagram Edit that much.
Well, okay, what are you using? CapCut, right?
I use CapCut, yeah.
So CapCut will know Nicki Minaj, how to spell Nicki Minaj the correct way rather than putting Nikki.
Yeah.
That's the AI learning, bro.
That's
Low
true.
key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it probably deals with it so much and they saw all the corrections
Yes.
with this sound that they're like, okay, whenever it's Nicki Minaj, it probably it's spelled like this,
Yeah, it spells the J-Z with the J-Z. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like just randomly spelling things. It's going into its database, figuring out who the people are that you're talking about. Even Toronto rappers, bro. Pressa, like sometimes they'll just put press, but I'm sure they'll learn in enough time just to use Pressa.
Okay, once we get to the stage of history where everyone has a robot like this, right? And let's say it's also powered by AI, what would you have your personal robot doing?
Good question. Protection?
Rolling my spliffs. Definitely. You have to program the random amount of grabber though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got to really test the first spliff because if it has like a metallic taste after, like, I don't know about the robot hands. Like,
Wear gloves.
Papers.
No, it's gonna have like the thing where like it dispenses a little bit of water to like seal it and take, you know what I mean? Like, nah, my robot is gonna be
Okay, so weed roller,
making breakfast in the morning.
chef.
Yeah, definitely chefing the foods. Organizing my schedule, obviously, cleaning
Receptionist, maid.
the crib. Just basically all like the functions that you don't want to do.
Okay, fair. Yeah, I was gonna say like definitely cleaning the house, organizing, taking my phone calls, maybe like responding to certain things, like emails and stuff.
Whoa. Email's cool. But like phone calls, bro?
Like an automated like figure out what this call is, because more times
Okay.
it's like a scammer or something. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, like
like,
receptionist.
Because if it starts getting into your friend list and stuff like that, your friends are calling, you're like, yeah, he ain't around. You're like, what do you mean, fam? Like,
No, but imagine you could like program your robot to be like, yo, I'm trying to go out tonight. Link shorties with this type of ratio, this type of shorty, and link them in my voice, you know, or whatever. Yo, I need 20 girls to pull up with us tonight. Link the girls you think are most likely
in your contact list?
in my contact list on my Instagram, Snapchat.
Yo, that would be pretty sick still. What about protection? And y'all have mentioned using the robot to protect your homes.
I mean, I guess that will probably come with the territory. Like, if an intruder comes in, I would expect my robot to be first line of defense, you know?
Yeah. But like, how much defense? Can it handle firearms? Can it handle knives and swords and stuff like that? Because once you give that kind of responsibility, with great power comes great responsibility.
I would assume he could shoot lasers out of his eye. So I would.
Then he could smoke you anytime you want.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's why we develop a close friendship.
Sure.
I don't know. That's a good point, though.
Yeah,
He could
like-
just smoke me.
Yeah, that's why it's like, okay, don't give it any type of defense mechanisms or anything like that until it just learns how to get it itself. Remember, we're dealing with AI. AI is a self-learning tool. So you have these things in your home. At any time, it could turn on you like if you had a pit bull that just tried to bite you one day. It's not going to bite you like a pit bull, bro. It's going to do something way different.
So you'd have to make sure your AI is happy or your robot is happy.
There was like a facility, I think it was in Japan, where I guess like the research project or whatever was over. So they started to like depower the robots or whatever. And then I guess they did like a certain amount one day and then they're going to finish the rest the next day. But one of the AIs, I guess they realized what was happening. It was able to kind of like rewrite his system, rewrite the other niggas, turn on the old robots that the man's turned off. And then I think they killed like a couple people that night before they were able to like, yeah, it was kind of mad. So.
See? That's what I'm saying. This is, I haven't fact checked it, but like it's happening. I believe it. I'm running with it. I'm going with it.
Yeah, I think their best utility might be war. Like, if you have like 500,000 like soldier robots against real humans, either way, you don't really lose a human life in that situation. You just send out your robots.
Hold on. When whoever gets the capability to send out the 500 robots instead of humans, you don't think the opposing team's going to just send their robots back?
Depends on how technologically advanced the opposing country is.
Like America versus China.
With the robots?
With just the technology. Like China's showing us that they got all these robots right now.
It's going to be a Beyblade competition. It's going to be like a Yu-Gi-Oh match.
Basically. Well, they already have the planes. They have drones.
No, basically.
They're using drones, so they're not going into these areas and bombing them, like, you know, setting grenades and shit like that. They're not even using fighter bombers that have people in them more times.
Yeah.
So we're already kind of there.
I feel like if AI were to attack humanity as a whole, it would be more so like, oh, like we were programmed to preserve Earth, and we've come to the conclusion that humanity is like, I guess, destroying the Earth or whatever. So if we get rid of humanity, then we could preserve whatever type shit, you know?
We could preserve our own selves because you guys are clearly fucking it up from our analysis.
So AI is going to be the savior and the destroyer.
Basically.
Jeez.
How did we get all of that from the dancing robot? Sorry, I got you.
Yeah.
Let's start the show off, man. But That's that deep Wayne right there, man. What?
I don't know. I can't wait to talk about that later. It's so funny.
Do you think I was just playing this for a reason? I'm just playing it for no reason.
No, I was just thinking of like other Wayne songs that were like super like I guess
Meaningless?
inspirational when like I was growing up. We'll get there.
What ones with depth?
Yeah.
We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most Toast Friday, Ricky Dread, aka Podcast Poppy, aka 100 blunts to the head. Right? AKA multiple AKAs. We back at it. We Love Hip Hop Studios, episode 659. We got back in the building, the Turkish Thrill, DJ extraordinaire, content creator extraordinaire, our political expert himself, DJ Czar in the motherfucking building.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Yes, sir. DJ Czar. All right, DJ Czar, aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, aka Zarly Kirk,
Jeez.
aka The Ruiner.
Jeez.
Back at it like a crack addict.
Jeez.
What's good, boys?
We good. I'm trying to get my announcer bag in here for voiceovers. Holler at your boy. And we got back in the building over here. You might see him behind the DJ booth playing his own dub plates. You might see him taking over your social media screens, playing his social media with organic views only.
Sheesh.
The Gallus himself, DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go.
You already know another legendary episode with the boys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, big salute to Dusty Wallace as well as Jake, One Take Jake. All right, we are in the middle or at the end of a snowstorm once again.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, I don't want to get into a weather convo, but like just make this shit stop, bro. Holy fuck.
I thought I was gonna be blessed because the day before, like, it was starting to feel a little springish, you know what I mean? I seen man's outside in shorts and I'm like, what the hell? Like, calm down, bro.
Yeah, but bro, like, you know when you're getting beat down and like, or not when you're getting beat down, because I don't know the feeling, but like when you're seeing a beat down and it's like, all right, you got him already.
Exactly.
Done.
Facts.
That's how I feel about the winter right now. Like, all right, you gave us like 2 heavy snowstorms. Man, them are like kind of stuck in the crib more times. Like,
So I feel like we had like 3 already. Like with this one included.
Yeah.
But I think we're at the end of the worst, you know?
Bro, if I see another one in March, bro, I feel like I'm going to fill my TV,
Yeah,
bro.
that's going to set us back.
Yeah. But listen, welcome. Thank you guys for coming through and doing this, bro.
Of course.
Because, Jesus Christ, it's just not cool outside.
We do
man.
it for the audience, man. We kept it going, bro. We could have just been like,
yes.
hey, man, we're not going to do an episode today, but
Yo, bro.
show up.
Most consistent crew, most consistent podcast in the city. Listen, bro, you don't get to, 659 episodes taking breaks.
Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top.
I don't even know if we're the underdogs anymore. We might be called the bullies these days. Let's get into a couple of the ads and then we can get to what we got to get to, starting with Exotic Hot Pot. Exotic Hot Pot, from high-grade strain to authentic grabber and all the rolling essentials. Exotic Hot Pot is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. If you want delivery of that Exotic Hot Pot, they got some of it on the table over here. You can get some of that in the GTA. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot, or you can hit them up on their website, exotichotpot.ca. Also, big salute to AInewsdaily.ca, a website that gives you AI-generated news across 1,000+ topics, 96 global cities, and daily features. Plus, for VIP subscribers, AI-generated images, tarot readings, natal charts, investment tips, bet predictions, and Drill Wars, a text and image-based simulator game set in the Toronto drill scene. One VIP subscription unlocks it all. During the We Love Hip Hop promotion, you get the VIP subscribers get a $250 USD credit. Hit them up on their website. That's AInewsdaily.ca. That's www.ainewsdaily.ca. Couple more. Big salute to Road Ready Detailing. That's over at 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. Okay. You can get your cars tinted, wraps, detailed, obviously, ceramics, anything you need. Okay, hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Toronto Road Ready Detailing, or just go over to the shop, 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. If you see the boy Dusty Wallace, tell him the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Last but not least, I want to give a big salute to Grabba. There's a shaker of that Grabba right there on the table. Grabba is they got the red herring, they got the red rose, and you can get it in the shakers as well as just the grab a leaf. Hit them up on their Instagram page. That's grabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Gentlemen, what you got planned for the weekend? Any gigs going on that the people can go pull up to and have a good time in this cold weather?
Oh man, I forgot it was Wednesday for a sec. I thought it was a Sunday episode.
We be podding, bro.
Yeah, we really be podding.
The night background.
Yeah. Man, just been grinding. I'm just gonna do a bunch of editing, be at Lank on Sunday. Yeah, just keeping it calm, bro.
Mhm.
It was I don't really celebrate Chinese New Year, but
Yes.
there's a lot of wisdom to it.
Mhm.
And I heard that, now we're in the year of the horse, and like the initial like 3-4 days at the beginning, you gotta like kind of go on easy and set your intention,
Mhm.
because apparently every year that specific animal brings about certain motion.
Okay.
So the horse is like, it likes speed. So it's like whatever business ideas or general ideas you have,
Mhm.
you gotta kind of like put a lot of like acceleration on it, because it likes speed, money likes speed.
Interesting.
I don't know. So I've been going on easy and just been editing, and now I'm settled in my new studio. So
You ready to go? You ready to
Yes,
go?
sir.
You ready to go? How about you, DJ Natural Wave?
I'm just like Zara. I kind of forgot it was a Wednesday as well. I have to go double check my schedule real quick. But on the 21st, what is that? The Saturday? Yeah, I think that's the Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing
check
it's
that.
like it doesn't even matter that much. I'm doing like a private birthday party for someone.
Okay.
So anyone I do all kind of events, so like I don't mind if you say proms, blah blah blah. But yeah, so anyone that has their event needs, holla at me, holla at Zara, we'll get you right.
Mhm.
yeah.
As
That
well
is-
as your proms.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny because Natural, you had a gig at Nest recently.
Yeah,
Mm.
And I saw it look packed. It looked sick. You
Yeah.
were shelling.
respect.
So I seen it and I messaged this guy. I'm like, yo, how many Toronto songs did you hear? And this is fresh off the Keep Six Solid post. And what did you say?
Absolutely none.
Not one.
Oh,
Not one.
shit.
Bro.
And it was a sea full of people. Not one Toronto song.
So here's maybe something that we need to do, and we're going to get to that conversation in a second. Maybe you guys need to initiate it. Run a tune. See what happens.
Okay, I can hear your point, but I think as DJs, we're so aware and tapped into the audience that maybe we can try and see what the temperature is,
Mhm.
but usually I feel like it would just sound out of place unless you do like a throwback 2016 Toronto set.
Because I was about to
Damn.
say, like, there is one Toronto song that I still play all the time. It's Roy Woods. Go on,
We
Pick Up
always go
Yourself.
back
Yes.
to the Roy Woods tune.
But I'm saying
But-
rap. Like,
No, but like you said, that's 2016 era.
Yes.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, there's nothing even of that, like, other than LTL.
LTL.
yeah. But I'm saying
I-
Toronto rap.
I think you
Exactly.
guys could run Sav Clippers and get a reaction from that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
yeah.
that is the one you'll hear in like a regular hip hop set or rap set
Mm-hmm.
in the city. I just think, you know what? A lot of the 2016 songs, if you play them now, it's so politically charged, whether or not it's conscious or not. Like, it's kind of like everyone's aware of what each rapper represents in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're almost like promoting it as a DJ if you
Yeah.
just randomly run some 2016.
even if they're not saying something particular in the track, you know that person represents this clique or whatever.
Yes.
There's some implications.
And you never know who's in the audience. Like, what if someone in the audience is from the opposing end
Yeah.
and like they lost somebody, like,
Yeah. I hate that it has to be that way. That it is that way. It doesn't have to be that way, but I hate that it is that way.
but according to Lucas T. Dot, it's alive,
We'll get to it.
thriving.
We'll get to it.
Apparently, it's never been in a better place. So,
We'll definitely get to it. With me, I got nothing. I'm just brainstorming on a new documentary. I think I got what I want to do a new documentary on. I might tackle the topic of Airbnbs and Toronto rap or just rap in general. What do you
Like-
guys think about that?
Like Airbnbs in the music videos, or like people like perishing in the Airbnbs.
Well, there's a combination of things and that's a good thing to even brought up, because I was more thinking about the relationship between the company of Airbnb and rap,
Okay.
because like over the years now, Airbnb has started to like I don't know, they kind of pulled back on the amount of people or amount of rap videos that are allowed to happen in these places. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? They try to do as much checking as possible. Like if you just tell them, I want to rent out the Airbnb for a rap video, they're gonna say no. But like if a girl rents it out and says, yeah, I'm just renting it out for a weekend for me and my homegirls or whatever, it's cool. And then the rappers get in there.
But why would you even state that you're trying to shoot a music video in there? I don't know. I feel like that's not their business at that point. Like, yo, I'm renting the room. I'm not breaking the rules unless there's a rule that says you can't film in here.
Well, mans go in there, smoke hella weed, jump on the couches, spill champagne on the ground or on the counters and do all kind of shit. And it's kind of fucked up the relationship with Airbnb and rappers. I don't know. I don't know if it's a topic I want to tackle yet, but like, do you think it's something that I'm brainstorming on air.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that is something that the people would be interested in? Because there's a lot of shit that's happened in Airbnbs that's made the relationship free.
I think if you focused on the instances of, I don't want to say rap tragedies, but rap events that may have occurred alongside Airbnb, I think that'd be a good specific topic. But I think it goes beyond just like rappers. Like Airbnb's vetting process has changed over the years. There have been a lot of things that have happened in Airbnbs. Man's trap out of Airbnbs. Some of them, what's it called when you just live somewhere and you don't pay rent?
Squatting.
So I think, if you focus on the music video aspect as well as specific instances in Airbnb and the legality of that in terms of who's responsible, I think that'd be interesting. But what do you think?
No, I agree with you. Like, because the tragedies and like all like the fuckery behind it is like, what's the juicy? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I was just kind of asking like, what were you going to focus on? When you originally brought it up, but I think that there's something there.
There's something there, and it was in like low key. I go through the inspirations on YouTube.
Yeah.
I've told you guys this behind the scenes, but I'm like letting people know in front of the scenes. Like there's a tab on YouTube that goes based on what your channel and their audience is into, and then they suggest ideas for videos.
Yeah.
And one of them was the Airbnb rap relationship type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But without like using the AI and just taking all of the ideas from the AI. I like to take the titles. I see the beginning and say, okay, that's an interesting concept and idea. And then I try to flush out my own way of doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just our AI conversation, I embrace the AI. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask you guys something as far as, before we get to our topics. Why did we fall for that Vlad tweet so crazy the other day?
I want to give a quick minute to give a shout out to Exotic Hot Pots, Canada's loudest brand. From high-grade strains to authentic grabber and all the rolling essentials, Exotic Hot Pots is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. If you want delivery, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop crew sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
You know what? Go ahead.
Well, when it was really brought up, I was like, oh, why is he saying Trump and Trump can't even do anything?
Yeah.
But I feel like because he spoke on things that have some truth to it, I think Vlad looks dumb right now. For he's trying to say, oh, anyone who fell for that tweet is stupid, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but I agree and I kind of disagree because when I read it back, especially after when like he started like telling people that it's obviously fake, like the grandson, like Jay-Z's doing a verse for his grandson or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? Why didn't I catch that?
I don't know. For me, the reason I believed it was because I feel like Vlad spent all these years building trust with his audience. He also reports on news, right?
Yes.
So imagine if CNN did like a troll report.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it was a bad look for him.
In fact.
And it was kind of like, now I almost feel like it was real and you're saying it was a troll because I don't know, like it just seems sketchy. Like
reverse Uno.
Yeah, like maybe it was like he was scared because he was like, if this is my last tweet, blah, blah, blah. Like it seems like he either had like some type of like mental health episode because why do you need to troll the audience? You're doing fine in life.
No, but okay, what he said was
like you're rage baiting.
He was having a back and forth on Twitter about the whole Tory Meg situation.
Yeah.
So he was just like, I guess he got triggered by that back and forth. and he's like, oh, I bet if I put all the conspiracies into one tweet, I could just get everybody going.
And he did.
But it's like, they're conspiracies for a reason. You know what I mean? It's not like there's nothing behind all this. Like Jay-Z was just mentioned in the Epstein files, you know? So that's why people are kind of like hyper vigilant to all of this. It's not like nothing, like there's no merit to any of this.
Yeah.
You know?
I think like what you're saying, like if anything that he was saying was completely false, like there was no like trail of anything leading to any of these allegations being even like remotely true, we wouldn't believe the tweet at all, fam.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're using things that like have some truth or what people believe, and then adding some extras on it that's supposed to be obviously trolling, and then expect us to catch it all. I feel kind of stupid, but at the same time, I don't.
No, I feel like he looked stupid. He kind of looked like you were just clout chasing. And why would you need to clout chase at this point in your career? And the host of the Danzig Project came out and said, oh, because Vlad is saying this, I'm going to speak my truth. So was he lying too?
Exactly.
I don't think he was lying. I think he got fooled and came out with truth after Vlad was quote unquote trolling.
Yeah. And I don't think that's trolling. You know, when some people will like say a lie and act like it was a joke, but it was just a lie.
It's kind of like what Obama just did with the alien thing, where he got a little comfortable and then like now he's trying to backtrack, where he's like, oh, I'm just saying that the universe is so vast that there must be some sort of life form, but I don't know for sure. It's like, nigga, you said aliens is real, bro. Like,
yeah, but I think that's a little bit different because he was in like an interview setting, just sitting down, chilling. Man asked him a question. Vlad took the time to get in his phone, type out like a long paragraph, read it over to check if there's any spelling mistakes, and then press tweet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And he was responding to subsequent replies.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There was way more intention. Like Obama might have been caught off guard.
Yeah,
Vlad looks like he went in there with a mission.
And does that mean that Vlad believes Megan's account more?
No, he's been on that side. That's why I was also kind of taken aback. You know, but like he's been on Megan's side.
Yeah, he's been on some, if Tory's guilty, he's guilty. So
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they just show us the truth in front of us. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe he is getting paid, bro. I don't know. Maybe it was a lapse of judgment, and then like they threatened him. They're like, "Yo, say you were trolling right now, bro."
He's on his top 5 thing, right? They're all top 5. Hey, yo, Drake, blah, this is that. Oh no, I just wanted to see who was gonna who was gonna pop off.
Oh yeah, this is before he came home.
Yeah,
he started quote unquote beefing with Drake.
Yeah,
which low key was it was actually real. Yeah. Listen, I just wanted to ask you guys that before we get into our stories, because like I even felt crazy making a segment about it, bro. Like cutting a segment out of the pod and making like a separate segment for YouTube. Cause like right away, like there was some things that kind of we should have caught. The Bitcoin and then the money drying up type of thing, or the
check bounce.
The check bounce.
It's like, aren't you getting Bitcoin?
Exactly. We should have caught it from there.
Fair. I just feel like we trusted Vlad.
Yeah.
That and the thing that also where it's like, oh, Jay-Z is Epstein. I'm like, that's such a definitive statement. I don't think that he would make that statement, but like also like Zara said, there's brand trust there. Well, there was brand trust.
I can't trust this guy anymore. Like it was already like weird with him, but like I feel like he was doing honest journalism.
Facts.
And he does report on actual events. So it almost seemed like this was more of a report than a satirical personal tweet, you know?
Trolling. Listen, man.
You too old to troll, Vlad. Like, you like 60.
You're never too old to troll, man.
You got 10 more years, man.
I got 10 more years and I gotta
stop trolling. Well, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're falsely reporting on something that seems like a news article, that's not really trolling. You know what I'm saying? That's just like being a liar, you know?
Well, he said he was trolling because of the exaggerations that were in there.
But when he was like, the LAPD are all on Rockefeller's payroll, or the police are on his payroll. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm sure police are on Jay-Z's payroll. Some of them.
Yeah, but all of them, and he paid off all of the jury members.
But that's the thing, like I said, these are conspiracies, so there's truth behind some of the stuff. And I don't even think people were looking at, the Jay-Z grandson shit. People were just looking at, okay, the Jay-Z Epstein thing and the Tory Lanez and the Megan thing. You know?
Yeah, but that was an Easter egg.
You know what it is, fam? At the end of the day, this is deception. And I think, I don't want to say it, but, there are certain groups that thrive with deception.
Yeah.
This just shows that he's loving this deception attention.
Yeah.
And then it's almost like, we're going to outsmart everyone by deceiving them.
Yeah. What's that saying? Something be hiding in plain sight?
Yeah, just like, why do you get off on deceiving people? You're already very, very rich off this culture. And this is a very sensitive topic in the culture.
Yeah.
And then you're going to deceive just to accomplish what? To go viral? We already know who you are.
And I think also we're ready to believe that Jay-Z is a villain.
Yeah,
can we kind of have that conversation? I think we all believe all of the shit that everybody's saying about Jay-Z. I don't know about all three of us at the table here, but at different given times, as somebody who edits the content, we've kind of believed the thing that people are saying about Jay-Z. So it's like if somebody comes out with a tweet saying all these wild things, everybody's ready to believe it at this point. Not only us, multiple people believe this shit.
People been believing Jay-Z was a villain since he started doing this shit.
No
and
facts.
throwing the triangle and all this stuff. And wearing satanic shirts. I think his time is coming, bro. The truth is being exposed. For some reason, we've also just maintained him as this amazing rapper, this GOAT. He's a sick rapper at the end of the day. So it never really affected his popularity as a musician. But even people within the industry kind of got that dark vibe off him.
Yeah. I wanted to check this quick fast and we can move on to our next story, but Jay-Z Illuminati. Because I remember
some OG shit.
That's old school shit.
He was the first one that I knew was in the Illuminati, or thought.
Yes.
Down in the morning, I'm gonna chase you.
Yeah, but there wasn't only that. There was on to the next one video that had these demonic things in the background, or quote unquote demonic things. He had a lot of videos where because he heard the things.
Yo, the man's whole label is named Rockefeller.
Yeah.
What was it? He's 6 feet. How the fuck he fit in that new Bugatti? Fuck it, you got me.
Look at this. Look at this. I just pulled it up, right? And I just put Jay-Z Illuminati, right? The first thing that pops up is something from 14 years ago, fam.
Oh, that's nostalgic.
Yo, that's crazy that people have been this guy got something going on with him for at least 14 years, fam.
Yeah, but even I think this was before My Dark Twisted Fantasy, before he did Runaway, that movie and stuff. Kanye did this short film. It's probably 5 minutes long or whatever. But basically he's in this bathroom at a party or whatever. And then he just starts cutting himself.
Oh my God.
And then, sorry, trigger warning. And then this little demon kind of comes out of him. And then he just kind of bandages himself back up. And then he just goes back out into the party or whatever. And then
what a weird.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a youth, and I'm like, yo, what is he trying to tell us right now? Man? I want to bump up, you know what I mean? But
yo, and listen, if I go back to this list here, because I'm seeing ones from older. Jay-Z addresses Illuminati Freemason rumors 16 years ago.
Didn't he have that lyric was I'm not amazing, I'm a Mason.
No, I'm not a Mason, I'm amazing.
Oh, okay. So maybe he's not amazing.
You're reversing it.
He's a Mason.
Right? But how long can a rumor go on about a guy, bro? I'm not saying Illuminati, but Illuminati turns into Epstein list? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure all of them are just in the cult of ball.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's so far-fetched that there could be. Because even me amongst my niggas, we have our own little clique or whatever. So why can't there be a clique of super, super rich, wealthy niggas? You know what I mean?
Secret society, all they ask is trust. That's one of his bars.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, so you have your own Illuminati kind of?
Not. I would consider this
this is crew.
You know?
It's I want to join We Love Hip Hop. It's you're not ready for that.
You guys are playing a Ouija board and doing.
When I joined the pod, I was sleeping one night, then like niggas abducted me with like a fucking bag over my head. I woke up, I was in the B3 studios, there's grass all over the walls and shit.
Nah, there is a recruitment process for the We Love Hip Hop and Naughty. You do a couple guest appearances first, a couple guest co-hosts, and one day Friday asks you to just pull up, and then he just stops asking and assumes you're gonna pull up. Now you're in the group chat.
Oh man, you guys are making it sound like the word that starts with G and rooming. Sounds crazy.
Like what word sounds with G?
But yeah, let's I know, right? Let's leave that topic alone. Lil OT, post taken down. All posts. So at first it was the music videos. I'm gonna actually go to the second link that I have here rather than the first link, which is his music video page. And RIP to Lil OT, condolences to his family.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to his YouTube page right now, right, all you're seeing is just
like the YouTube music things.
Just the music. All his music videos gone. I went to releases, I went to posts, right? And if you even go to the post, former post that he was like resharing, music video, them gone, right? The first link that I have is his Instagram page too, fam. And
They removed all the posts.
He removed all his posts on Instagram, bro. Like that being probably his people. I don't know if it's his family. Now, here's what I heard. That because the music that he was creating, and you might be able to give me a little bit more information on this, DJ Czar, because you be knowing about that type shit, right? Like, because his music was haram, that they had to, he should be removing all of it after his passing. I don't know. I'm just going into.
First of all, great pronunciation of haram.
Thank you. Thank you.
But music in general, it's haram.
Yes.
All sorts of music in Islam, haram.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have a genre of music called nasheeds, which are permissible.
Okay.
Which are usually based on like certain sounds that they allow, and then like it's usually religious.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So I remember Yushe when he posted like a RIP Lil OT story. He's like, yo, stop streaming his music.
Yes, I remember that.
And I think it's because, you know, according to them in the afterlife, you know, you're going to be judged by God. So it almost like adds to the sins because your music, which is already haram, is continually spreading.
Wow.
So it's almost like, it's like you sell pork or something. And then even after you die, mans are buying the pork, but like you're responsible for spreading that sin to other individuals. So you're causing other people to sin with your sin.
That's deep, yo.
It's deep. I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I understand it's for the family, their peace of mind, their own religious beliefs, but like you're a Muslim making music to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you're already, and obviously everyone's a sinner. You know, I'm sure there are Muslims that drink. There are Muslims that eat pork sometimes. You know, no one's perfect. So I don't expect that. But I just think that it's just like it's a way for the family to ease their mind. Plus, we don't know what type of comments they were getting on these posts.
Well, I'm sure they were getting wild comments. Even before he passed, they were getting wild comments.
Even in this live chat right now, there's probably that one guy that says he's smoking on Lil OT.
I'm sure there's going to be a couple of those.
You know, so I think it's for their own peace of mind. They want the afterlife to be good for him because they believe that, you know, eventually he'll get to heaven.
What about, and this is maybe just my ignorance as far as like not being Muslim. What about the benefit that they can make from his music streams and stuff like that? Maybe they don't care. I don't know if they're well off. And then I know the argument might be, even if they're not well off, or like if they're not well off, but like okay as far as financially, that it doesn't matter. Even if we're poor, we don't want the money that comes in from this. Is that a mindset going in?
I think so. I think there's a cultural aspect to that. It's almost like, okay, let's say I'm doing something haram and I use that money to like fund a mosque. That money, it's still like haram money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's almost like, obviously some people will turn the blind eye and accept the money. And a lot of people wash their money through religion, through donations, through opening, you know, religious campaigns and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think for the vast majority of, you know, Muslims that abide by their law, they're not going to want that. Because I'm sure they could have benefited from his music. And who knows, are they still on Spotify? Like, they didn't remove all the music. It was specifically the music videos. And I think that's because it depicts him in a certain manner. So maybe they didn't want that to be his legacy. But you also have to be honest with like, okay, like, you know, this was, you know, your family member, but like, this is how he lived his life. We can't almost like erase history in a sense, you know,
or ignore history.
Exactly. This is kind of like turning a blind eye. Like, oh, like maybe if we just remove it, people will never know he was like this.
Yeah, and I just double checked on Spotify. His music is still there on Spotify.
I'm sure he probably got a surge of listeners.
Maybe.
How much monthly listeners does he have?
Right now, he's at 36,000 monthly listeners from what I'm seeing over here.
That's passive income. That could be passive income for the next 20 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
Even if it's like $1 bill a month.
Yeah, Letter to My
$2
Dog has 1 million streams right now. That could have probably went just up to 1 million streams right now.
Mm-hmm.
This one over here, Violence, which I think is one of his most popular songs, which he also says some wild shit in, right? He has a bar in there. I'm the one that shot your brother. I'm the one that shot your cousin. Like, I was like, somebody pointed it out to me in the chat the other day, and I peeped it, and I was like, damn.
Even your interview with him and Honcho, I saw it go up like, must have been at least by 10,000. Like,
almost.
Right?
Almost, yeah. They did a big jump because people are looking to see at least anything about him. You know what I'm saying? So the music videos, I'm sure, would have went crazy at this point and would have been extra income. But again, they don't care about that. And I also, before we continue, happy Ramadan to all my Islamic people.
Yes, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. Shout out all those fasting. It's not, the hours aren't that bad because it's winter right now, so the sun rises later and sets earlier than it would in the summer. But yeah, shout out all our Muslim viewers.
Because, and I bring that up also because, like, and I think Top 5 will be cool with this. I was talking to him behind the scenes, right? And he was telling me how he was preparing. But like a lot of the money that he makes from like betting and stuff like that, like he can't use for like travel and stuff like that because it's haram.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like really deep when it comes to that type of stuff. Like, it's not just like, oh, your rap money or whatever, like whatever money that you make that's not like deemed
halal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. I never realized it went that deep, fam. Like all his music videos are gone, fam.
Yeah, man. And it's interesting because like there's so many Muslim countries that operate as Muslim countries, but they have music. You know what I'm saying? Arabs have music. The majority of them are Muslim, but there's the cultural aspect that almost comes first before the religion.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Arabs, or even just any like Muslim countries, they were their culture before they were Muslim, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like Islam came later, but they already had their own ways of life. So that's why you'll have cultural variations between different Muslim countries.
Yeah.
Like Pakistan has their own culture, their own music, but they're a Muslim country. So it almost like leads to this, like, I don't want to say cognitive dissonance, but like sometimes the culture precedes the religion. Sometimes the religion precedes the culture. And sometimes they clash. Like a lot of the times they clash.
Yeah, because if you're already making music, then you're saying that, okay, Islam came and it says that music is haram. Then it's like, you shouldn't be making music anymore. But like, we still continue to make music because it's part of our culture.
Exactly. Or even like, you're seeing this in Iran right now, where Iranians were like, Islam was kind of like put on them later, but naturally their culture, they like to drink, they like to party. The girls don't necessarily cover up.
Yeah.
But then Islam comes and says another thing, and now you have like this clash of ideologies.
I feel like and even like having this conversation, I feel like we're having a touchy conversation, bro.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I can speak on this because my mom's side is Muslim, my dad's side is Christian. So I know both arguments. I've spoken to many Muslims over the years, and I have respect for both religions. Okay,
so let me ask you just the room, one more question on this, because there's a multitude of artists, Toronto, UK, wherever, that are Somali, wherever they come from. But their faith is Islamic. They all make music and deal with a lot of crime. Isn't that all looked at badly in the end of the day? Like, shouldn't they not even be getting into that if they're deep in their faith?
What do you think? You've been quiet still. I don't want to hog the mic.
No, because like you're much more informed than I am, you know. So I was just telling you quick. But okay, what do I think about that? Funny enough, I was actually gonna. Well, of course, naturally gonna talk about Shati. But
Muslim Shati.
No, I was gonna talk to a Muslim Shati or whatever, right? So I started like looking into it or whatever because I'm like, okay, Christianity is too lax. You know what I mean? Maybe like if I started doing like the Muslim thing, I'll be more like disciplined. Or whatever,
Yeah.
right? But then once I seen that man couldn't partake in music, I'm like, I don't really know if I could do this. You know?
You're a whole DJ.
Yeah, no facts. I'm like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you should choose. You know what I mean? Like if the religion says one thing, then like you kind of have to stick to what like the law says. Like a lot of people, they try to. Like me, I did pure Google searching ChatGPT looking for a loophole or whatever. But I'm like, nah, man, you shouldn't even be doing that. You know, like what if the religious law says this, then you should just stick to what the word says.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'll say to that Friday is, you know, it's the same like any other religion. Like, you know, you have Christians that have beliefs like, okay, I believe X, Y, Z, but in terms of their actions, it might not always line up, right?
Yeah.
And it's not even just crime, premarital sex, sometimes eating non-halal food, you know, food that wasn't slaughtered in the procedure.
Yeah, and a lot of that is
like
like Christian stuff too, right?
Yeah, even Jewish stuff, right?
Yeah.
They overlap. But I think the individuals who engage in those actions, they still believe in God. They still believe in Islam, but they're not going to leave Islam because they're sinning. It's almost like they need Islam still, you know?
Yeah.
And at the same time, you know, Allah forgives and stuff. So there is that like window, but it's also an excuse too. But a lot of it is cultural where it's like, even if I'm not practicing, me leaving Islam officially, apostasy, because in Islamic law, if you leave Islam, you can be killed.
Really?
Apostasy, look at the punishment for apostasy under Sharia law. So if you are in a Muslim country and you leave Islam, and you are an apostate, the penalty is death, and it's in there. I'm not just making it up. I want you to confirm it. Obviously, we don't live under the law of Sharia here. So a lot of people come from Muslim countries and then come here and they become Christians or they become atheists or, you know, they actually denounce Islam. Whereas a lot of people will just live their life in a way, but they'll still tell you I'm Muslim, you know, or they still have a name that's Muslim. So it's like ingrained in the culture at that point.
I'm trying to think if I rate that. We're like, oh, either like get down or lay down type thing, you know, or like, okay, man, don't believe in the religion that serious. So like, if you leave, like it's a duppy thing.
But it removes the freedom of belief where it's like,
that is true.
You know, like what if I don't believe it, you know, and then,
exactly.
Well, you're going to die. So it's like, okay, I believe it 1,000%,
Yeah.
you know, and there's that fear, not even just of apostasy, because that's really just in countries under Sharia law, but even the community ostracizing you. It's like
being shunned.
Exactly. Like, oh, their son, he's an atheist.
Yeah.
He became a Christian.
I didn't put in the Sharia law, but I just put in like, just if leaving Islam, right? Penalty for leaving Islam depends heavily on country, legal system, and interpretation of Islamic law. But here's some of the points that they give here, right? Treason, political rebellion.
This is like some like
Social consequences, family rejection, community pressure, social isolation.
Maybe it's in the hadiths because I don't know. ChatGPT gave you a very like politically correct answer.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody getting murked for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not saying that I don't believe you because like I feel like you know more about this than me, bro. But like
traditional Islamic jurisprudence largely prescribes the death penalty for apostasy, rida, based on hadith. While the Quran focuses on afterlife punishment. So in Islam, the Quran, that's like the ultimate authority.
Yeah.
And the hadiths are like journals almost or commentary around the Prophet's life and what he said. So like a lot of like how you know how to pray and stuff is from the hadiths, you know?
Right.
So the Quran is like, that's the ultimate authority, like divine. And the hadiths are like supplementary documents.
Right.
So, and that's how you know a lot about certain things is through the hadiths. There are certain Muslims that only believe in the Quran. There's questions around the authenticity of certain hadiths. So it gets very intricate.
Yo, I wasn't expecting to get into a theological conversation, but kind of was because it's a little bit deep or a lot deep that men are willing to get rid of his whole catalog as far as his visual stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like really do it. Some people will say, "Yo, I'll do it, Ray Tay Tay," and like not really go through with it.
Well,
But
they've
like,
probably been wanting to do that, you know. And now
Yeah.
that unfortunately he's not here anymore.
yeah, they've probably been on him. Like with all due respect, like his family had to deal with their house getting shot up 50 something times.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they like didn't want him on roads anymore. From the time he got on road, they were like, "Yo, you're bringing like stress to our family," and then like you're making this music. And listen, again, with all due respect, you're making this music like where you're talking about shooting people. Like I'm sure they had conversations about it.
Of course. And I want to say that like the Islamic view on music, there is a lot of credibility towards it, because even in the Bible, before Lucifer was like the god of music almost. So he would use music to manipulate the other angels and stuff and the frequencies. And music can get you to do a lot of different things, right?
Mhm.
So
True.
there's certain music that should be in a sense like haram in a sense because of the messaging and the programming that can be made through music, because
Yeah.
you know, we hear a crazy beat, we hear words, and we don't even realize that we're being programmed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think there is merit to it. Like I'm not
Yeah.
against it in a sense. Obviously, I'm a DJ, so I can't not listen to music, and I like music. I think
Yeah.
music can be beautiful, but the origins of music have oftentimes been used almost as like a spell or
A
something.
spell.
you
Didn't
know?
they change the frequency in which I guess music is mass produced?
Yeah,
Like, it
some,
was
the
like
hertz and stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. A couple hundred years ago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like they talked about like lower frequency or lower bass music. I've heard Kanye talking about this, like
Yeah.
where like that brings out demonic energy and
Yeah.
all different types of things. So it can get deep.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, man, RIP to Lil OT. Again, condolences to his family. I just thought that was really interesting to see that. Like he really went all the way with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
On a more up note, maybe YG dissed us?
AInewsdaily.ca is a website that gives you AI-generated news across 1,000 plus topics, 96 global cities, and daily features. Plus, for VIP subscribers, AI-generated images, tarot readings, natal charts, investment tips, bet predictions, and drill wars, a text and image-based life simulator game set in Toronto's drill scene. One VIP subscription unlocks it all. During our We Love Hip Hop promotion, all new VIP subscribers receive a $2.50 USD wallet credit. www.ainewsdaily.ca. That's www.ainewsdaily.ca.
Hold on. Sound effects. Why? I don't know what happened, and I'll pull up the post.
YG, the man from LA.
No. YG 35.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The one-
El Nido.
The
El
lesser
Nito.
known YG.
Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Before we get into this, because I know we love to joke, but I feel like we have to tread lightly.
No,
Mr.
no.
Vanisher.
No, definitely. I'm not trying to have
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
one of the nicknames too.
Yeah.
But unfairly, okay, and I'll say this, all right? The words and opinions are gonna fall on Friday Ricky Dread's back. Leave the man them alone, okay? But like we can't get our jokes off and be funny or whatever, because like in the end of the day, man's like we're at a disadvantage, fam.
Why?
Because mans are real road mans, or like this is the persona that gets presented. So no matter what we say, it's gonna look like a diss.
Yeah. I mean, I hope they're able to see like the more like funny internet aspect of it and not take it to like a real place. And like I'm sure they're not like dumb, you know? So I don't know. I think he called us that because the post said what? Like,
I'm
yo,
gonna pull it up.
Yeah. Well,
So here it is here. Salute to them dogs in the comments.
Them dog.
Right. So
So it was a YG post, and then Gutsy commented on the post
yeah.
saying, "This is the best content on TikTok, man." So YG took a screenshot of this, he circled it, and then YG posted the screenshot to his story, and it said,
Gutsy said it. I'm riding with him too. Fuck that next fake podcast with Batimans on it. You know how the ting set.
Ooh.
Yeah, threw me that lob. I was like, I hope there's no N-words.
I fuck with it, man.
Damn, who are the Batimans on the podcast?
Yeah.
I think he's talking about all of us.
Like,
Damn.
but I don't think we should assume he's talking about us.
He's talking about a whole nother podcast, like dissing Extra Gravy or something.
Yeah, because if he's talking about Batimans on there, I don't think we should just assume that's us. You know what I mean?
It's true.
If there's
Good
anyone,
call.
like,
Good call.
you know what I
We don't
mean?
even think he's not talking about us.
Yeah, it's some extra gravy, nigga. Some extra gravy. A little extra gravy.
A little bit too much gravy.
Hey, yo.
My sound effects are freaking
chill.
slow today. The thing is, we pontificated, or I pontificated in my crib, like what could have spawned this if it's for us. And I thought to myself, he didn't hear the content that we made because this came out right when we were recording the content. Like literally like maybe a couple of hours later. So I'm like, the episode's not published yet. And we were bigging him up last episode. I was like, yo, YG, isn't he like one of the top 5 in Toronto? Doesn't he deserve his flowers?
We
But
bigged
before
him up,
that-
but we also were critical about his rollout strategy,
Yes.
about him shooting the video in jungle.
A couple of episodes ago, or a few episodes ago. Not in that episode, because in that episode, it's not out for him to even be able to hear it.
Not that episode, the one where we were talking about
Them going to
whether
each
it's
other's block.
juvenile or
Yeah.
not, and the
Yes.
rollout, is it 2016,
I said 2018.
2018? So that's a little better, I guess. But it was probably from that, or what I think it was, because that was fresh off Keep Six Solid's post of Lucas T-Dot.
Ooh,
And us saying Toronto rap is dead, and then Keep Six Solid chopping up literally only Lucas's responses, none of our responses. Every time we're about to talk, it just gets cut. So it makes it look like we got cooked.
Right, they got us.
That was not solid, bro.
Oh,
That was,
man.
and I was like, what was the intention of posting this like 2 weeks later? I'm like, did Lucas reach out to you? Was it a slow news day?
Dude,
Like, did you have that loaded? Like,
I'll pull it up right
He's
here.
on his human centipede.
No, chill. So T. Lucas calls out WLHH live on air after podcast claim Toronto rap is dead. He had a post talking about Toronto rap being dead. You disagree, sir?
Horrible take.
The take you find horrible.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, what part of the take was horrible? What did you not agree with?
All of it, actually. I can't think of one thing I agree with.
And
Okay,
after that,
Press has
hold-
made
hold on.
millions off of music, bro.
Hold
What are you
on,
talking
Lucas,
about?
before you
That was
spoke
some
about-
random video, bro. Like, why are we even
The sound
talking
effects
about
are
it?
crazy.
his album as well.
Corny.
That's
corny,
corny, it's
bro.
corny.
It's not even fucking his, bro. You sound crazy.
Yeah,
Y'all are haters, bro. You're dissing. You sound like a hater.
How is that a hater?
You sound like a hater.
If we're
What are
talking
you
about
talking
like,
about?
bro, why is
What are
that
you
hate
talking
though?
about? Let's not, this is we love hip hop, right?
Yeah.
Not we hate hip hop.
Ooh.
That's a lot of hate, to be honest.
it's not hating because it's such a lively
You guys
scene,
are so
right?
out of touch. It's crazy. Like, y'all sound like a 14-year-old in a comment section
Fam,
that
you-
never left
okay,
your
no,
house.
no,
bro.
yo, no,
Like, you
this-
guys are not outside.
no, this-
Put an echo on my voice. Corny.
You had a yo, fam. I felt like if I wasn't there, I feel so cooked right now just watching the clip. Like, wow, bro, just uppercuts. Damn, bro.
Don't see the power of making a narrative, you know? So.
Yo, have you seen those videos? They're like something dank. It's like much dank, and they'll like chop up Breakfast Club interviews, and it'll just be like, that's literally what it looked like.
Facts.
Bro, I really feel like that, bro. Watching that back, I'm just like, did that actually happen? Like, did we get cooked? We did not get cooked, fam.
We did the cooking.
But you might be right because the timing that came out, it went viral. I'm checking to see if there's any comments from YG in the comments here.
And you know what's interesting? When you posted this, I think it was on your page, Keep Six Solid from his account said, Lucas is just being a good friend or defending his friends. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I don't know if Keep Six deleted that comment. I don't know if he's trying to play both sides, or I don't know if Lucas hit him up to be like, yo, like make it seem like I cooked these guys. Because Keep Six was kind of on our side, agreeing with what we said.
I think Lucas edited that himself. Yeah, one of the young boys do that. Yo, add the font in there.
Just sent him the video. Repost that there, Bridget.
I hope he didn't, because that was 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago now, probably.
Yeah.
And
No
it's
man be
like-
procrastinating and thing, you know? Like,
but do you think he cared that much? Do you feel like it affected him? Like, why would that affect you?
I don't know about that, but I do think, just to stay on YG, because I don't want to. I feel like
It always goes back to this.
It goes.
It was an impactful episode. We don't realize like how
Yeah.
important that episode is because the narratives discussed in that episode have created this like endless
Ripple effect,
dialogue.
yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, let's do two things at the same time. Then pause. Right. Yes, I think YG might have saw that and said, "Yeah, let me get at these pussy holes or batimans or whatever." Right. And two, I do think that mans were kind of like, I'm not over that. I can't say for sure. I fuck with Lucas heavy. You know what I'm saying? But maybe mans are like, I don't like that narrative that these guys are quote unquote pushing. I don't think we're pushing a narrative, but we're just making an observation with these loud ass microphones, bro.
I don't think it's about the narrative. We're not spewing a narrative. Everyone just saw him get cooked. You know, it was like, we're not like, we didn't chop it up. That, what you saw Keep Six on post, that's a narrative.
That was a narrative.
That tried to make it seem like we got cooked, okay?
Yeah.
We sat with him. We didn't chop it up and edit it and try to make, it was an honest conversation. And in that conversation, he ended up sounding just very biased, you know?
Yeah.
And it almost became an echo chamber where it's like, whoever was cool with Lucas was like, yeah, you get him, Lucas. You're right. It's not dead.
Yeah.
And then there were a lot of people who were like, bro, you only work with certain factions of the city. You're obviously being biased. These guys try to have an honest conversation with you and you were unable to engage intellectually.
And you know what, low key, I'm looking at some of these comments right now. It's not like we're getting cooked in the comments.
We did a little bit.
Yes, of course. Like there's people who are running to cook us, like running to cook us, making posts saying cancel Freaky Friday and all that just because they're mad at their own washed up careers. However, for the most part, like, I don't know, bro, maybe, and I'm not saying don't cook because I love what we do over here, but maybe we might be being a little bit too hard on the scene.
No. We're being honest. We want the scene to be lit, bro.
No, exactly.
It's not like we're hating just to hate. Lucas and us have the same intention. We want to see Toronto rap thrive.
Yes.
I want to be able to DJ a new Toronto set and have everyone going crazy.
Yes.
Facts.
You know, so
Yes.
it's not us hating, bro. We're being honest and reflecting on the cultural landscape right now. You can't force cultural impact just by us supporting it. That doesn't mean people are actually listening to it. Oh, you guys should put real talent on the platform. We do, bro. No one cares.
Yeah.
You're good at rapping. Okay, cool. There's so much more to being an artist than just being good at music, bro. Do you have the whole brand package? Are you able to communicate well? And then even then, do you have fans? Do people want to hear your music? We can't force people to like your ish just because we platform it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like I've tried this multiple times. This is even why I started changing up the format to some of the interviews where like I bring in a guest to chop it up with us, because to me, and this might kind of suck to hear this as a Toronto rapper, it might be better to do an interview with us because we might be more lit than a lot of the rap scene.
Yeah, I guess then more visibility.
Yes.
A one-on-one interview, no one's really trying to hear about their life story like that, you know? Like,
yeah, it's not a sad reality, it's just reality. You know what I'm saying? People want more entertainment than tell us about where you grew up, what's your studio process. Like, this shit is fucking boring, fam. Give us some clips, bro.
Yeah, and I think streaming is a great way for artists to be known too. But at the end of the day, like, you have to put out so much content. If you want to be a rapper in 2026, the amount of content that you have to make, us interviewing you is just one piece of content.
Yes.
And you can do what you want with that. And we see a lot of people will chop up the interviews and put out their own stuff, you know?
Yes.
And that's how you should do it, because you have to almost clip farm at this point.
Yes. And some, not a lot.
A lot of people don't. They don't even look at it after.
Yeah, and that's the problem too. You guys will pull up over here, say, oh, you guys should interview people who make, more positive music. They pull up. And big salute to somebody like Toby. He's clipped the interview a couple of times. He's clipped his freestyle. But like, that's far and few in between. A lot of them good youths that I pull up over here, they ain't reclipping the shit and posting it on their own page neither. They're just like looking for the alley-oop, fam. And they're like, okay, thank you. Your interview only did 600 views.
the thing
You know what I'm
is,
saying?
a lot of artists are just very lazy, like they kind of just want to be put on. They don't want to put the work to get on. You know, they're kind of hoping, oh, maybe if I do an interview at Friday, then like the whole of Toronto will listen to me now. It's like, no, nigga, like you still have to put in the groundwork. You know?
That's so fucking delusional, bro.
And
Like just to think that way, oh, I'm just gonna do an interview on a platform that hasn't completely blown up yet, and I'm gonna blow up. Like, how stupid are you?
And even if the interview does well, unless you have that hit single that people want to hear, then no one's gonna care, bro. People are gonna be like, okay, that's just another good artist.
Yeah.
And like these days, I do say this a lot, but you're not just competing with other musicians. You're literally competing with anybody who's doing content. That's literally Kai Cenat. You're competing with even Michael Jackson in the sense of like, when they go to Spotify, are they going to listen to you? Or are they going to listen to an Act Stream? Or are they going to listen to Speed? Or are they going to listen to some 80s music? You know what I mean? Like you're literally competing against like over like maybe like a century's years worth of like entertainment.
Facts. Plus all the new artists from the States that are booming, that are bubbling on TikTok, that have their song trending. You're competing with that. It's not just like the community anymore. And I don't think people have that desire to seek out Toronto music like they did before. Before, like, man would chill in a room and just look at YouTube videos trying to find the next good Toronto artist.
But fam, and before you continue, that's how I discovered Roadrunner. I've said it on this podcast, but years ago. I was at the Youngsterdam where we used to film the podcast. Some kids just came in there and they just used the remote just to pick some music videos to watch. Or not some kids, some mans, right? And they they didn't just auto-select. They typed in and put in Roadrunner's music video. And then mans were just like mesmerized, bumping, like, yo, that's some shit. Turned to me because I was outside smoking with them, like, yo, you need to get him on the show. Bro, within 48 hours, I contacted him, and that's one of the best viewed interviews on the channel, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just from Toronto fan selection, bro.
It's almost like word of mouth. Like the fans were doing the marketing for the artists. It wasn't like, oh, these are the artist homies, and it's like, yo, you should check out my dog.
Yeah.
It's like, no, these guys were fans of Roadrunner and then showed you the music, and that's gonna be more valuable to you. It's like, damn, like you guys listen to this guy? It's like, yeah, we listen to all his ish. Like,
yeah.
You know? No one's listening to these new Toronto artists besides the ones that we've already mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and although the Toronto scene is being affected, I don't think it's just the Toronto scene. Because if you look at the top, even if you go on the top albums right now, like okay, last year the top album was Graduation, which came out in like what, 2008,
2006 or something, 2007, 2008,
something way back. Like
yeah,
that.
2006, I believe. And yeah, and I believe Take Care was up there as well. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people aren't listening to new music. They're not looking for new music. You know, like they kind of just find what they have and they're cool with that. You know,
and that's just the albums you're talking about. Like singles, I was looking at the chart the other day because they were talking about Bad Bunny, how he's taking over the charts, right?
Yeah.
Like the top 10 Billboard. There was no rap in there. So I'm not saying, okay, well, it's just the top 10. That's the 10. Fam, once upon a time, in the top 10, there would have been at least a Drake, Kendrick, somebody of like Travis Scott.
Exactly.
0 people were in the top 10, fam. That's crazy.
So bringing it back to YG's story, right? Do you feel like him or some of these other rappers are offended by us saying Toronto rap is dead? Or do you think they were merely just defending Lucas, who is known to work alongside them?
I think there's a bit of both, right? I think that there's a pipeline from Lucas and Pressa, because that conversation sparked off of us with the Pressa and the 25 views and blah, 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 right?
That's really why he pulled up, low-key.
Right, that's part of the reason, right? But I think a big part of the reason, and then from there, because obviously that's the big wassa right there, right? YG was like, yeah, fuck those guys. Just my theory.
It's possible, even though, you posted Pressa's On the Radar performance.
I did.
But
that was just today.
That was today. He didn't comment on it or repost it on his story.
He did not.
Just play the song.
Oh, bro.
Listen.
Don't get packed.
These are not jokes. These are jokes.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Right? Torontology, we'll just put it this way. We ain't got to say nothing. Torontology Reddit does whatever on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, fam, because like, I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forward with the jokes with him because, like, again, I'm gonna get the DMs. It's gonna be like, yo, you're a bitch, you're a pack, all right, right? Which is unfair, to be honest. But if you guys really want to feel the temperature, just go on Torontology Reddit, right? I'll just leave it there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got in topics. I felt my blood get cold for a second. The Drake McDonald's meal controversy. Hold on.
There's controversy behind that?
There's controversy.
We're gonna get the McDouble, the junior chicken.
So let me pull up this actual meal here to see what this looks like because
I should go try that.
I got the wrong link over here.
You've been having it. It's just the drink. If you've ever had a McDouble combo or a junior chicken combo with a poutine,
that's true.
you've had the OVO. It's really the drink that is the main thing.
Yeah, I could find it on Instagram somewhere, but
you had it already.
Yo, I don't like how people are acting like it's a new thing. They should have made like a special sandwich,
Facts.
Yeah, you know what? What is it? It's a poutine, a chicken burger, or a McDouble.
Junior chicken or a McDouble, and it's the what's it called? Blue Sprite?
The ice blue Sprite or something like that.
That is really the main draw, and the cup that you get.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the controversy that I heard is
Been having it for years.
that here's just to give the people some reference. The people outside of Toronto, because I don't know if this is for sale in Toronto. Look at these $150 cups. Yo, people are freaking, I don't want to use the word, regarded. I won't say the whole
$400 for 65. Yo,
dumb.
I know Bearman's working at McDonald's. They're just pocketing the cups.
No, that is kind of fire though. If you're just at the crib, you have the OVO. You have the OVO cup.
Yo, this is the bonus of working at McDonald's, eh? Holy. Okay, I can't play that.
It's hard. It's hard. I can't lie. It's a good collab. The brand logos alongside each other. It's a good look.
Yeah, so from what I heard, they were supposed to do some kind of ad with a content creator, right? A Toronto content creator. That didn't work out. And for some reason, I don't know the exact details, but they pulled out from continuing the meal with McDonald's. So that limited time offer means as long as the cups are available, I guess, because that's the only thing that's different is the cup, right? When the cups are done, meal done before the time plan. Because I don't know if this was supposed to lead into Iceman.
Okay. That's interesting. So once the cups, they're not making more cups, is what you're saying.
They're not making more. They would have been making more, maybe from what I've heard, right? And don't ask me where I heard this, but from what I heard, they would have been continuing this thing if they didn't part ways or didn't disagree somehow.
So Drake's not rocking with the OVO collab?
Technically, no.
That's interesting. So, because has he like did he post about it?
No.
What?
Woo! I told you I came with the tea today.
So this got something to do with Oliver and Noah and
I don't know, man. I don't know who controls the business as far as like the collaborations and stuff like that. But this is just stuff from what I heard, okay? That's what happened.
So maybe like the pushbacks, I could see it being kind of like a J. Cole Cameron situation, where it's like, okay, Drake, you told us that the album was coming. We have all these cups. We've had them in the storage or whatever. Like, what are we getting? What are we getting? Okay, all right, February. And then like we're here in February. Drake tried to push it back again. It's like, nah, we can't push this back again, brother. we're not. We're just gonna go forward with it, and then.
Yeah, and I just went on his page, and I'll go back on his page again here. And listen, I don't know if he would put it in his main feed. That's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? But if I go, let's say, and go to the A.W.O.L page, let me get that off the screen so
I just think
no corn stars pop up in my search.
You're crazy.
I'm playing. I'm not playing.
This could have been such a good opportunity to make one of those high-end production McDonald's commercials. You know, like there have been legendary McDonald's commercials over the years, right? So imagine it's like late night, you know, they're in a limo, they pull up to the drive-thru. It's like, yo, what you want, you know? And then like, I don't know, they could have got so creative with it and it could have been a staple. It could have been a reoccurring thing every October. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't embrace that.
Drake has like 10 lawsuits and he's trying to rewrite a whole album right now. He has no time to pull up the Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar.
Nah, but he could have got like
Grimace.
he could have got some girls, like some like, you know, high-end like influencers.
Yeah.
They're in the back and they're hungry. It's like, yo, let's go to McDonald's. You know, it's like, what you want? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like I could have wrote a sick commercial for that, you know?
Bro, when I even go through, like, obviously I didn't see it on Drake's page. I didn't see it on the OVO Sound page, but that's OVO Sound. I didn't see it on the October's Very Own. There I go into like some of the Mandem's pages.
You might have to go into McDonald's, Canada.
Yeah, but you know, we try to find
They're
it.
gonna have that, like who like
Right?
Noah Shabib and those guys.
I don't know. Noah got me blocked.
Really?
Yo, that really was crazy.
You have like the strangest like relationship with that whole crew. Cause like I feel like some of them hate you, but then you're cool with Drake to an extent. But are you cool with Drake? You know, like
I
you were
don't
cool
know.
at 40. No, I don't know, bro. Like, what y'all got against my boy Friday over
I
here?
don't know, bro.
A lot
Noah
of them be
Shabib
having,
has you
like-
blocked. It's crazy.
They be having like side chick syndrome and thing, you know, where it's like they don't. Oh, we can't let Freddie get too close to our boy. Can't let Freddie get too close to the boy.
Oh man, listen, bro. This is not a topic, but if I go and double check here,
They be hugging Drake extra tight when Friday comes around.
Oh, no. I'm so.
I'm
clipping
joking,
that.
guys. I'm joking.
George.
If I go and listen, this
George
is not our
is
topic, but if I
crazy.
just go through this, ding, maybe he deleted his page.
Who?
40.
Nah, you're probably just blocked, bro. Wait, let me search it on my
A
phone.
nigga named Tristan pulled up. Bro. Like, who's Tristan? That's not OVO 40, fam.
Oh,
Okay, wait. 40?
shit.
Is it like produced by 40?
It's just you could just put in 40 or OVO 40, you should be able to see him. If you don't see it, then I'm not blocked, fam. Unless we're all blocked.
I think that'd be crazy if I was blocked. No, I don't see any like of his page.
So maybe he just deleted his page.
Maybe.
And does he have any production credits?
Oh no, OVO 40. No, he's still
With the check mark, right?
Yeah, he has 682,000 followers, so that's definitely him.
So it's just me.
You're blocked, eh?
Oh.
That's a joke.
Yo, I can already see the title. 40 blocked me? Friday.
Yo, I've been holding this down for a second. This is not even our topic. What were we talking about again?
McDonald's, OVO.
But yeah, I think
You're blocked. So it's crazy.
I think it was supposed to coincide with the album dropping. So like, oh, go to McDonald's, eat your McDonald's, and listen to the album. You know, like, but you know, obviously the album's not here.
It's not here yet, man.
I heard a lot of mans are using the cup and the drink for lean.
I saw that on Reddit. I won't pull it up on the screen because I
That's so
want to keep
But it is a cool, imagine a double cup and it's like an OVO McDonald's. Like that's kind of a flex. though.
Fam, that's a super flex now that we've seen the prices of the cups.
Mm.
What? You're doing like $400 and $400 together in one with whatever's inside the cup? That's like a $2,000 cup.
It's a flex until you put like death liquid in there and start consuming.
No, it's bad.
No, but what do you think? What do you think is worse? What do you think is worse? Like I bought 65 of these cups, like wholesale, or I had 65 junior chicken combos so I could get these cups.
No, I think
yeah,
these,
'cause
I
you
think
have to
these are
get the
employees
combo.
that are just running off with the cups. Then
For sure.
Yeah. Does this mean, and we can get off of this McDonald's Drake meal / 40 blocking me thing? Right? Does this mean the Iceman's coming soon?
nah.
The drink's blue, bro.
I think Iceman will be released by the end or before the end of this campaign. This collab.
Well, we see. I told you guys what's going to happen with the collab.
But how long is a limited time? Could be like 2 weeks. Like how long? How long?
Fam, the
The
limited
customer
time.
already done.
Yeah, fam. The limited time means we're Thursday when this episode's coming out. By tomorrow, by Friday, campaign's probably done, Bridget. You're not even
What?
going to see a cup on Saturday.
But when they do the McRib, that should last like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but the
They're not
McRib don't have beef with McDonald's.
Exactly. Mr. Rave is not beefing with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder what the beef between OVO and McDonald's could even be about.
I don't like the way that you made the cup look. Could have made it a little darker, fam. I don't know, bro.
It's like, bro, we already made like 1 million of these.
Poutine. That's really what you really picked. Come on.
But I would assume like that's what I'm saying. Like who else has done like collabs with burger places? Like I feel like other rappers have done it, and the burgers
Meg Thee Stallion, Travis Scott,
and the burgers are specific to their taste. So I would have assumed that
True.
Drake would have like had some creative control in that, where they're just like, yo, late night Toronto, McDouble or Junior Chicken.
Not really, because with Meg Thee Stallion, it was only the sauce that they added. It was like the hottie sauce. So you get it with the hottie sauce. It's like extra hot sauce or whatever. And
Travis Scott's was different though, right?
Was it different? I'm not. I think it was still the same burger, and it was like the only thing that was different was the drink, same way. But I'm not. I believe that's what it was. I think that's
There's
what
only so many ways you could flip McDonald's, bro.
Facts.
It's a burger, a piece of chicken, or a piece of fish. What are we working with over there, bro?
No, but like you
They
can
don't make
mix up-
pizzas and
they
shit.
Got, they got condiments. Like I don't know. Like what would an OVO if you were to design an OVO burger? What would you do different?
He's gonna DM me about that one.
I know, bro.
Why would you say that? No, I had that was a serious question, like a culinary question.
Oh,
it was right there.
This guy's-
Oh my God, you're gonna get him blocked by Drake now.
I know. I'm
Okay, no,
I'm
Friday.
thinking about taking it out of that.
yeah, don't. No, okay, Friday. If you were to design an OVO burger from a culinary perspective, you're working at McDonald's, OVO sends you as the representative. What are you putting in that burger?
I would have to have some kind of owl something in there somewhere, bro. So it's gonna have to be, I guess, chicken to be close to an owl. I don't fucking know, bro.
Okay.
I can't think of a way to flip the burger, fam. The only thing I could think of is like, flip the burger, but
Yeah.
like make the freaking bun into an owl shape, and that's too expensive, bro.
No, they should have did owl-shaped nuggets.
That would have been fire.
Owl nuggets.
That would have been mud.
That's
bro.
a good idea.
And like it's like a late night snack. So for like kind of like play the music, late at night, go get your nuggets with your girl type thing. You know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. That's $1 million idea right there.
Yeah, but
Creative direction.
you also got to think. We get these molds. Now we're gonna have to use them every few months because now we just got them.
Yeah, but who cares? It's like people. It's the same nugget. It's just the shape is different.
I like.
Yeah, but you have to buy the owl mold. Like that's the thing when it comes to these franchises.
They have to manufacture it.
Yeah, they're not trying to spend no money on the thing. They'll be like, all right, we'll make an extra sauce and maybe take like our sweet and sour and mix it with the barbecue sauce and call it the sweetie sauce. You know
But the thing is, like, I feel like companies kind of lost like the love for the game because I feel like if they were to do something like that, every youth around like the Western Hemisphere will go for that, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would have been cool if Sprite-topia was the drink.
I lie.
If you're trying to like focus on the Toronto aspect of OVO, I get, Iceman, Blue, Sprite, whatever, but that was an opportunity because is it available in America or just Canada?
I'm not
Just
sure.
Canada, only
think
Canada.
I know a man that like I saw his content. He drove from Detroit to try the OVO McDonald's collab.
We're gonna have to have a conversation about fandom at some point. Like, I understand collecting stuff because obviously these are worth money, but like, bro, how much of a fan of somebody's music can you be, bro?
But it's also like it's not selfless. Like you're gonna get views if you do the review.
Yes, but this is the people who are doing this in these days and times. There's been people who've been doing this crazy. Oh, I love this person's music, so I'm gonna drive friggin' hundreds of kilometers.
This guy flew for Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, I feel like sometimes the experience is like the experience as a whole because, like, for me, like, okay, that was when Vibes Cartel first came out of jail, first performance, historic performance, you know, and I'm going to Jamaica, you know what I mean? Like, so
yes.
Didn't you go to his concert twice here?
I went twice here, yeah.
Yes, but you're going, no, but okay.
But
yes,
Vibes
he's
a
a fan, but he's a fan doing things that are not abnormal. You're going to a Vibes concert to see the man perform. Okay, so like he's actually doing something. He's not going to Vibes concert, not to Jamaica to wait outside the jail to see Vibes come out of the jail.
Facts.
Now you're gone too far, Virgin. And you know there's people who came from the UK and all type of places that
Yep.
went to Jamaica just to see him come out of the jail, bro.
Yep.
You're gone too far, Virgin. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. But, you know, my homie Natural flew to see a next man
Well,
sing
what about the
and
people?
dance.
Well, what
He's a
about,
legend.
what about the people that like, they went outside the court for Diddy's concert?
Fan.
You know what I mean? R. Kelly.
Yeah, or they're like hired by certain people.
Okay,
but
that
but
too.
what about this Bad Bunny? He was on some like, F Ice. I'm gonna do all of my shows in Puerto Rico. So if you want to see me, you have to come pull up. And he sold out like 28 dates or whatever, like 17
Still,
dates.
you're going back to concert. If the man is actually performing some kind of a freaking concert,
Okay.
cool. It's worth the experience.
because he's
I'm-
providing a service. Kind
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like if I'm just going to just get a glimpse of him freaking coming out of freaking a restaurant or something, like you're gone too far, Bridge. And like just enjoy the man's music, bro.
Is there any artist or celebrity that you would travel more than 250 kilometers to see? Not performing or anything, just to meet. Or,
Can I get an interview?
No.
Fuck no.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing. Then even
Just to
Kanye,
look at you?
What if it's like a one interview clip? Like just like, okay, quick, like 1 minute.
definitely.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would, like anyone?
Drake.
Okay.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just gonna sound. Oh, let me put the AO, the impromptu, the AO.
yo, chill.
I'll probably get more than a minute.
I don't know why that sounded super sus. but- Me and Drake, he'll give me more than a minute.
Right? That's why I put the AO. Staying on Drake, right? Before we get off of any Drake topics here, and I'm not gonna use the Drake intro for this year. Who's gonna take the torch next?
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
So I have a clip. I don't even remember where I got this clip from. Oh, from Creative Canada. Big salute to Creative Canada.
Salute.
All right. Fans debate who Drake will pass his torch to. All right. I don't know if we're gonna try to type. I feel a natural joke about to punch somebody in the head right now. J. Cole will pass his torch to Jid. Kendrick will pass his torch to Baby Keem. Who will Drake pass his torch to? And these are posts, I guess, from Twitter. Drake already has passed his torch to The Weeknd a long time ago.
Nah, that's cap.
Much bigger than all of those. And yeah, that is cap, right? And that somebody responded, first person to mention The Weeknd. This is something that Natural probably would say. Drewski and Brent and Mendaton, some streamers and shit. Somebody posted a picture of
No, this is Sexy Red.
Oh, Sexy Red.
Yeah, Sexy Red herself.
Oh, she posted herself.
Yeah.
You're right.
And that's why it went viral. That's why this whole post went viral.
Oh my God. There's another picture here of Smiley, Pressa, Central C, and Top 5.
Y'all know where my vote's going.
Who?
Snow Day.
One going to line.
That was his last. No. That wasn't his last round of feature.
So,
Smiley was.
is it any of these people in the reel or the carousel? I mean,
Okay, when we say pass the torch, right? Can we expand on that a little bit? What does that even mean?
I think it's self-explanatory. Like these
Wayne-
guys are old. Thank you.
Wayne passed the torch to Drake. Like they said, J. Cole passed the torch to JID.
Facts.
Drake signed that nigga, showed him the ropes, said this is WhyG. Keem, we didn't even know this at first, but that was Kendrick's cousin. Same shit.
And
Put him
writer.
on, I mean, low key. And so, I don't know. When I'm looking at that list, it's kind of underwhelming.
I have my own answer
Except
to
for
this.
P&D, but P&D, like, he doesn't want it enough.
And P&D, these are older mans too, fam. Like Baby Keem's a very young person. Like he's in his 20s still. Same thing with Jid,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Jid is
true.
like maybe now getting to 30. like with the exception of Smiley and Central C, everybody else that they're talking about The Weeknd, he didn't pass the torch to The Weeknd. If he did, that was a long time ago, fam.
He in a way, it's like he did, but it's almost like The Weeknd has his own torch. I feel it's almost separate.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and say that I think there is no more torch after Drake. I don't think he's going to like I don't want to say like expand his legacy with someone else, but I think it just ends with him. And I don't think it's because he doesn't have anyone to put on. I think it's almost like where music is heading. I don't think there's going to be another Drake.
You know, it's sad because we named a few people, but we could even take it further back, bro. Like Cameron was kind of put on by Big in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like he already had his own little buzz going on with Mace and stuff. And Mace helped too, a lot.
Yeah.
Right? But then Rockefeller, Kanye is a product of freaking Jay-Z.
And Dame Dash, yeah.
And Dame Dash. Like, people have been passing torches from time, bro. So if there's no more places to go with the torch, that's sad. And if there is, because they said Jid and Baby Keem, that still doesn't answer the question, fam.
I don't think Drake is going to give the torch to anyone. I think it's like he's going to die with a shield.
But I don't think it's because, like, I think that's intentional on his part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, on some selfish shit.
Maybe he wants to be remembered as like it ends with me type of vibe. I don't know.
But the game don't end. You're not bigger than the game. Music's not going to end after you retire.
Will we ever see another rap artist bigger than Drake?
No, but it's because of the direction the music industry is going.
Exactly. That's why I feel like there won't be a torch. It's going to be like a robot, bro. It's going to be AI.
But you can still pass it off to somebody. Like, you can't just say, oh, well, I think that, like, it's not going to be as big as I was, so fuck it. Like, let's just end everything now.
No, okay. I think he's tried to, like, okay, let's say you have the torch. He'll give a little flame, pause, but like, he'll give a little flame to this artist, that artist, little Sexy Red, little Central C. But he still has the torch in his hand. He's gonna die with that torch in his hand.
But and that's what the selfish part is. We're like, okay, one of the laws of power or whatever is like never outshine the master or whatever. So like, okay, he will never kind of put someone on that has the potential to take his spot type shit.
Yes.
So like anyone, oh, you have a nice little bop. Okay, I'll give you some shine. Okay, you have a nice little thing going on. But anyone that has the potential to like dethrone him. And that's why they were saying he was trying to go at XXXTentacion or whatever. Because he was one of the newer generation artists that could have possibly, like...
eventually got there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's possible.
It is possible, but like, that would make it like where we believe that this guy is such an asshole that like, nobody could ever like continue my legacy.
I don't think...
you don't think he's that narcissistic? Like, I don't know.
No, you know what it is? And I think me and Friday can relate to this. I think it's an only child thing, bro.
Maybe.
That's narcissism, though. I'm not saying is that like...
Are we narcissists?
No, I feel like he's like so protective of what he's built.
Yeah.
And maybe he doesn't like see anyone that he can trust to fully like take over. That he's just like, you know what, like I'll do the most I can to like spread the torch or whatever, but I can't let it go, like,
But with examples like McConan and Snow Day and on like, okay, so I don't think anyone could take over my legacy. Yeah, if you're looking at these niggas.
And
who's someone that he could though?
And let's be real, you stopped at McConan and Snow Day, but like, and listen, with all due respect, this is why these guys don't come
Glock Boy JB.
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying that the people that are signed to his label. He hasn't even signed somebody, with the exception of like P&D, who can write some hits. That's like close to his talent level.
Magic Jordan?
Nah.
Where are those guys?
Them niggas is like, okay, it's two niggas. Like, both of them have like 10% talent each, bro.
And
I like their music.
And their music's cool, but like the Vision's not even on an OVO anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, but can't you say, okay, I don't want to say he passed the torch, but like with the Migos, right? Obviously Migos had their own organic buzz.
Yes.
But I feel like Drake's feature kind of pushed them over the edge.
Yeah, he's been giving out the Drake quote unquote stimulus package for years, right? We're not talking about that. We're saying when I fall back, this is,
my prodigy.
What did Drake, Jay-Z say in this thing? new improved Jay-Z. When he was talking about Memphis Bleak, it didn't work out that way, but at least he had the intention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of an artist that Drake could even pass the torch to.
He's got to sign, and again, with all due respect, better artists. Let's be fucking real, bro. You need to sign some guy, American or Canadian, where you're like, yo, do you hear the way this guy sings? Oh shit, did you hear the bars that this guy went and dropped over at friggin' 106 or whatever radio station? Like, this guy's highly talented. Oh, is he on the production credit too? Like, who the fuck's this prodigy? Like, they exist.
I think it could be, okay, out of all the artists that were listed, I think Central C is the best bet. That, like, he would pass it.
I just want to retort when you're saying that, like, oh, no one could pass Drake. Because Drake is obviously amazing, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I don't think Drake is, like, the epitome of music for, like, fuck, bro, this doesn't get better from here. I think there's a youth out there, you know what I mean? I think there's many youths out there, even in this city, that, like, have the talent. They just maybe don't have the spotlight, or they don't have the look or whatever.
Yes.
No, but
they might not even have the following, but, like, if you really take in what they're doing, you're like, holy, you're mad talented.
I'm not saying like the quality of music can't be surpassed, because there probably are people who make better music than a lot of these big artists. But I think in terms of popularity, where he was in terms of when the internet was started popping, Billboard, like all that like combination that propelled him to not just like, I'm at rap artists, but like he's a pop artist at the end of the day as well. Like in terms of those like accomplishments and where music is today, I don't see anyone surpassing him right now.
Do you think Drake's surpassed Michael Jackson?
He's in his own category as a rap artist, but I don't think he's surpassed Michael Jackson.
He might be on his heels though.
So is it
but
like
Michael Jackson is the pinnacle? He's number one probably all time, right?
So that's probably like the epitome.
Yeah.
And then Drake's under that. So do you think like as time goes on, like I guess the ceiling just becomes lower and lower?
Possibly.
Maybe the ceiling becomes higher in a sense, where maybe like, because at one point I'm trying to think of like other artists that we don't even talk about today, like I don't know, Louis Armstrong or something. Like at one point he was the pinnacle, or like Elvis was the pinnacle. The Beatles were the pinnacle, and like now they're kind of like so maybe in 100 years people are gonna be like Drake, like.
And I just feel that like what we were saying as far as like the talent that's out there that is undiscovered. Not even like somebody who's got like 10,000 followers, but like mans have the resources to find somebody who's amazingly talented and then just put their resources behind that person and turn them into a star. It doesn't have to be even any of the artists that we talk about on a weekly basis, fam. It could be undiscovered talent. They have the resources to make that person as big as Drake.
I think the way the music industry is now, maybe it's not as profitable as it once was to have a prodigy. You know, I feel like with Jay-Z and all these other guys, they were thinking about their bottom line, where it's like, okay, like I'm getting old, but I want to still make money with the power and influence that I have. I feel like it would be very difficult to like just discover a brand new artist today and make so much money off them.
Yeah.
And it would be worth it.
And when I think about Kendrick and Keem, like that's his cousin, you know what I mean? So like he has that incentive to kind of like, okay, yeah, let me put my cousin on, you know? So like, even when I'm done, because even Kendrick has bars where he's like, I guess Keem's mom like either like passed away from drug overdose or whatever, like she was like addicted to drugs or whatever. So like the fact that he was able to take him from that situation and now he's a millionaire and he could change, you know what I mean? So.
And when did he put on Keem? Like it was a few years back, right? Like maybe like what, 3-4 years now?
It wasn't early in Keem's career, because I think there was a story about him trying to get with Kendrick from Time, and he wasn't even hearing him like that.
He had a song called like Orange Soda that kind of like went a little viral, and then Kendrick was like, all right, I'll draw for you now.
Yeah. So there is an incentive there. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't think it could be someone like Pressa or Casper or Smiley, like a Toronto rapper?
It could be, but there's all of these implications that come with that.
It's too risky.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's helping Pressa. He's helping different guys like that. Like, I don't want to diss them, but to take over Drake's spot, you got to be able to do more things than just rap.
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's kind of what I meant, where like there's never going to be an artist like Drake. It's not necessarily his music or his catalog, but it's like the entire brand, the ability to engage.
Because Drake's not the best singer. You know
they exist. J. Cole sings and raps. Kendrick
Right.
sings
No,
and
I
raps.
meant the brand in terms of like personality,
Mm.
like I guess viability as like a business. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think it's like a unique set of traits. It's not just like, oh, he has diverse music or he can rap or he put on other genres to the
Yeah.
mainstream. Like
I'll give one last choice before we get off this topic. Tory Lanez.
that was kind of my initial thought, but I feel like
It's too far gone.
and like they almost became competition at a certain point. It's kind of like I don't know. Tory Lanez has too much like impact in the game now, where it's like, okay, you're not like a youngin' I'm gonna pass the torch to. You're like a
Yeah.
colleague, you know.
Yeah, they're like on almost equal playing field, basically, kind of thing. Well, listen, man, salute to Drizzy Drake, right? Iceman on the way, I guess.
Inshallah.
I want to show you guys something here quickly. Let me just find this post. And this is a sidetrack off the topic list that I have here. Why do we let Prince get away with this? R.I.P. to Prince, okay? But like, low-key, I feel like a lot of Prince fans, and listen, Prince fans, you're going to get offended, all right? So just trigger warning. I feel like Prince was low-key on some gay shit, and for all of the guys who are so super like heterosexual and homophobic and whatever, they gave this guy the super pass. Like, I'll show you this, right? This is him refusing to sing "We Are the World." Like, even look at the freeze frame. The man's licking a lollipop on stage.
He was
with all the
getting
people
beer
there.
tigs though.
He was, but okay. Look at freaky ass Quincy about to take him. R.I.P. to him too.
Quincy's nasty for that.
No, because they worship him so much. This is what prompted my thought. That like they'll let him just get away with whatever little, and listen, there's no diss to gay people or whatever. Y'all do your thing, right? But for such a time where like homophobia was such a heavy thing, we let this guy get away with assless chaps on stage. And mans are like, oh, your Prince is the best artist ever. And they're super, super secure in their sexuality. But they're loving like somebody who low-key looks, he was a Batiman in my opinion. I don't care to witness any of that type of stuff.
Do you feel like he was actually homosexual or he just appeared like that?
Fam, can I put this back on the screen? The freeze frame screams homosexual, bro.
What if it was, what if it was just like Metro, where like, not like Metro Boomin, like metrosexual.
Yeah, no,
I know, but
Metro!
like, Metro! That's Metro leaning really into the homo,
But
bro.
all the rock stars were
I was about to
doing that
say.
too, bro. Like, and they would pull up with gals. So, like, I don't know if it was like an industry standard at one point where
I
it's
swear
like
in the 80s, man would just wear like leather tight, like the tightest leather pants. you could
long hair. They would wear makeup.
find. Yeah.
And it was almost like them being feminine was part of their flex.
Wasn't heels originally for men?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
But with Prince,
I'm
but there,
gonna have to fact check that, but I don't feel like it right now.
I don't know, bro. Like there's only a few ways like you could look at this. Like it's either like, okay, he was like undercover, or like the industry turned him like that, or like how do I explain? Like he did the aesthetic part, but he was smashing bare girls. You know, like
He could be a beard.
what's
Come on.
that? A beard is
Them guys who are with girls, but they're actually homos.
yeah, I heard Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra. So they're saying
That's
Priyanka is Nick's beard.
Mm.
That's what they'll say.
yeah.
Bro, the excuse, and you guys even said it here at this table. Oh, he smashed bare things. That's been the thing. Anytime people say that about Prince, like, yo, look what's on with his outfit, bro. Like, is the man wearing a lace, like lace gloves?
But like,
Oh, he smashes bare things.
But wouldn't Andre 3000 be in like eclectic outfits and stuff as well?
Yes, but not assless chaps. Like, Andre's done the kilt, and he's done some wild things.
What if he's like, yo, I want the girl to look at my ass this shit. I don't want you niggas to look at my ass.
Bro, but we can see it too. It's on stage, bro. Like, I saw this at the American Music Awards or one of them award shows. I was like, and this is back in the days when I was younger. I was like, what's going on with this youth here, Richard? Like, why are you doing this, fam?
Okay, what about Young Thug?
Gay!
But you guys still listen to him?
Use you guys, not me.
I swear you like Young Thug.
I think that he's talented, but I'm not like sitting there listening to the Jeffrey album with the dress on the front, bro. Like, man, them gone too far.
But
dog.
Bear Man's were like,
Yeah.
you know, and I think people are able to allow the aesthetic if you're like very successful or talented for some reason.
Yes.
Because A$AP Rocky, even like MGK, like sometimes this guy will like nail polish, like, you know, that's like a normal thing now. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I really think it's part of an agenda where it's like, if you do these things, it'll push you further.
No, but you're saying this for today's age where everybody's like, yo, walk on with all these fruity youths, right? And listen, no offense to the LGB out there, okay? But like, I'm talking about back in the days where homophobia was rampant. And like, salute to Joe Budden. You know, man who's secure in his masculinity. He doesn't do the gay jokes and stuff like that. But other man's on the couch over there at the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, Prince, he's the GOAT. The same GOAT who wears like lace this and his ass out and all kind of thing. Like, how do you guys compartmentalize that shit?
So you're saying it's almost like that the hip hop homophobia and appreciating an artist like Prince or regarding him as the GOAT, it's kind of like in conflict. Where it's like,
they gave him a pass, but everybody else is fruity.
But Prince wasn't rapping. You know, like you can't deny that he was talented. Like he will go
amazing,
up there, play the instrument, sing out everything. Like I remember there's a story of I guess Michael Jackson was like watching him play. He's like, oh, Prince, you just kept playing the guitar in my face or whatever. But like just showing him off, like, yo, you can't do this, nigga. You just have a nice voice, but I'm really talented when it comes to this shit.
Yes, and I'm just saying that's cool. Even Luther, everybody knew that Luther was, or not knew, but like Luther held it down until he died, bro, because of the times. Why did he get the pass?
He was unapologetic with it. I feel like when you own something, like what are people gonna say? Like when you're owning it, like the man's out there in Ashes, like the man's owning it, like, and he said, "Yeah, I'll do this, and I'll still take your girl." Wow, go on.
It was the taking the gal thing that really put it over the top because he was still fucking mad gal.
Who's that guy? Something Richie, not Lionel Richie, or like
Lil Richie.
Lil Richie, right? Like I swear, I think he was bisexual or like but like, he was so instrumental in like so many artists' career.
Yeah, but for a space of time, like it was like implied or like he kind of just knew, but like he couldn't come out and say it in the times that he came up in. You would ostracize him, bro.
So maybe all these, because the thing is, Michael Jackson and Prince, they were kind of like competing alongside each other. But Mike, I don't feel like ever had like the gay allegations in that sense. Like his fits were like fresh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the worst allegation.
Yeah. He has a PDF one still.
But I heard that's because he tried to buy back his music and take.
But even Prince, like he
even
revolted.
These poses were kind of crazy. Yeah, Prince revolted heavy.
Yeah. He even changed his name to
the symbol.
The artist formerly known as Prince. Then it was just like a symbol.
Yeah.
No, it was the artist formerly known as Prince because there was no name for the symbol.
It was just a symbol.
Right. And he even had like the guitar shaped like the symbol and everything. He went crazy. So, and listen, I'm not saying don't fuck with Prince. I fuck with Prince. Right? I like his music. I love a lot of his music until like the later days. Then it kind of fell off. But like, I'm just wondering how so many people let this guy get a pass if they're so like pro-hetero kind of shit.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying?
it was the whole like celebrity, like a regular nigga walking around the hood will not be able to get that pass. But like back then, celebrities were supposed to be larger than life. Like, oh, like look at Rick James, you know what I mean? Like look at all these people. They're supposed to be like walking like movies you could see in real life.
Yeah, you got to be a celebrity also to get away with leather, even if it's not in a gay way. You know what I'm saying? Like the mans will wear like a jean jacket suit, all in leather. If you're not like a rapper, you can't get away with that. Not even on stage, just like for an appearance.
I feel like these days, like regular people kind of are allowed to dress a little more fashionably now. Like people will be a little more eccentric when they go on roads.
I was going to say, do you feel like if you're, let's say in today's age, you want to be an artist or an influencer, should you dress more eccentric? Would that help your aura?
Yes, absolutely.
No matter what you're doing.
I think so.
Yeah, especially when you go through the timeline, everybody's wearing a Nike Tech and are freaking the same thing, bro. If you come out with some wild clothes, bro, everybody will watch your post. I'm sorry, like it will happen. it's such an easy combination too.
All right,
bro.
more tattoos coming up.
Isn't that how the baby kind of blew up? He was wearing like the diaper and stuff and he was performing.
Old diaper, and just other than the diaper, like anytime you see him on camera, it was very colorful.
Facts.
Even
You know what I'm
6'9".
saying? Yeah.
Facts.
Colorful hair. My clothes match the colors of my hair and all. Like, it's more than everybody else is doing, is basically what you got to do. know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
that's actually good to know.
But that was just a quick side topic. I don't even have it on my list. I have to add it to the list here. All right? Salute to Prince. I'll probably play some Prince at the end just to make up for my blasphemy here. Lil Wayne. Okay. And Lil Russell. I want to take a quick second to give a big shout out to Grabba, some of the hottest grabba in the GTA. You can get grabba shakers as well as hot grabba leaf in different flavors like red herring and red rose. They got delivery within the GTA and they got some really cool apparel for sale. If you want to get your hands on that grabba, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, grabba.ca, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop boys sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer! So Lil Russell, he got in trouble, and I'm not going to play the full extended clip where he actually gave more context and blah, 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 blah. He said, and I'll pull up the clip over here. This is courtesy of Say Cheese. Lil Russell is catching heat for saying Lil Wayne never talked about nothing in his music.
You know, I had a moment in my journey where I had grew a disdain for Wayne just because I started listening to everything. Like, I started maturing as a human, and I'm like, damn, this nigga wasn't talking about nothing for a long time. And
I think that's why his argument was.
You know, like, as someone who, like, grew up in these communities and grew up with homies who I seen want to be bloods because they following Wayne and want to be gangster and want to shoot all the gun bar and shit.
Right.
Like, I've seen the negative that he contributed to the community, and I had to look like, man, what are the songs where he really talked about something?
He had a conviction.
Okay. So, and I know there's a more extended clip, like I said, but I want to just isolate that because I feel like we've said this over here, or maybe I've said this. I don't know if you guys back me on this. You know what I'm saying? But Wayne, pause. Great musician. I'm not going to take anything away from him, all right? This is not going to be a Wayne bash segment. But he don't say much, and that's cool. You don't have to.
I think there's a few rappers whose catalog kind of falls by the wayside due to them being phenomenal rappers, but like the substance just kind of not being able to carry 20, 30, 40 years. Like,
give me a name.
I'll
put a
say
name on a
like,
bullet.
like Ludacris as well.
Yes, Ludacris had the one song where he tried to go for it, but that didn't get him as much success,
and like,
success as the other
growing
ones.
up, Ludacris was one of my favorite. It was Bow Wow and Ludacris, bro. And then Wayne came after whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't remember the last time I'm like, yo, let me put on a Luda. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I feel like there's certain artists from that era that kind of, you know, like the music just didn't age with us.
And you think it's because they didn't give us like any substance tracks in the albums or like a release that was like about something?
It's just pure like punchlines due to like what was happening that week. You know what I mean? So when you listen to it, it's just super dated. And Wayne was like heavy with the punch bar, like punchline king, you know?
Yeah. Fabulous is very good.
I was just thinking about Fab too. But I think in a way, like these guys were an extension of Boom Bap, but like they made it way cooler, you know? And I think at the time, like there's still like poetic value in punchlines and similes and metaphors and stuff. Obviously, like we'll make fun of like some Wayne bars because sometimes it's just like really obvious or like it's very simple, like surface level punchlines.
I'm the shit. Toilet roll.
Literally. And like you said, I think that's okay. Like I don't think a lot of people are actually looking to hear real substance in music. They want to hear those punchlines that you could go like, oh, or like quotables, you know. Wayne had a lot of quotables. Like a lot of people would go on their Facebook profiles and their statuses and like quote Lil Wayne bars, even though they weren't about anything. Like,
yo, like I was ready to even come in here and be like, yo, Wayne don't be saying shit, ha ha, fuck him, right? But I thought about it and I was like, was a time had? Did we have a good time? You know what I'm saying? Like when the shit was hot, did we enjoy it? Yes.
And he does be talking. He has like songs like "Drop the Road" with Eminem. Sky is the Limit, like growing up, that track, The Sky is the Limit, bro.
See, I missed that one. That's the one that I
Oh,
was trying to rack my brain for. Like, I played a bunch of songs in the beginning,
Yeah.
and they sounded like they're about to have substance, and then you get to the bars and they're just kind of him just talking about the same shit.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I used to kind of maybe feel like maybe how the Russell was feeling. Because like you get a build up like Hustler music. In hindsight, when I listen to it now, I'm like, you didn't really say shit on that song. But I used to love that song like as if it was like an introspective, deep song.
But he's talking about like I guess like moving and shaking and like not having his father, like seeing him rise to how far he came. So yes, he has all the success.
Yeah.
But the people who he really wants to share it with aren't around. So that's what I kind of got.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, yeah.
Do you think a lot of it comes from him not writing his bars, so that intentionality might not be there because you're kind of thinking
You think Wayne doesn't write
musically?
his bars?
He's been quoted as saying he just goes into the booth and not freestyles.
Oh,
but
Like how Jay-Z does.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were saying someone else is
No,
writing.
no one's writing it,
we were
including
talking
himself.
about Gilly.
Oh,
Because that did happen too.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
they
Drake.
tried to say that.
yeah. Facts.
There was a space of time Drake was giving this guy bars too. So
Yeah.
he's not above coming through with structure. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just blame it all on him just going in there and freestyling and that's just what you got.
Because Jay-Z does that, but Jay-Z does have substance in his music.
Bro, Jay-Z made 99 problems in his head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when they were talking about Rick Rubin was talking about the session, he was like confused because he played the beat for him for the first time. So it wasn't like the man came in with 99 problems and was like, yo, give me a beat.
Yeah.
He played the beat for him. He did his Jay-Z thing, went in the corner and started mumbling. And then when he went in the booth, he started doing like when he got to the cop parts, he started doing the call part before the response. So mans were like, the fuck is going on in there? And then he went in and did the response part. And then when they put it together, it was like, oh shit. That was in his head, bro.
Are you sharp as a tack? You some type of lawyer or something?
Fam, that's genius level creation when you could put that whole song together, the bridge and all the different parts together in your head. It's different than what Wayne was doing.
But okay, go ahead.
I'll just say Wayne wasn't trying to do that. The man was sipping lean, smoking weed.
Yes.
And then he's just, okay, what bar could I think that rhymes with butter tart?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
lighter
her
in front of the
farts.
thing first. And just say some shit.
Scissors gotta cut her heart. Like
Jeez.
it's just so like it's easy to make Wayne type bars, but when you think about it, right? Like the majority of those, even like let's say Snoop Dogg. What was Snoop Dogg rapping about?
His name, the SNOOP, the SNPP, the DLGG.
1,
No,
2,
no,
3
that is-
into the phone.
That is true. That is true.
You know, I feel like a lot of artists now, when you revisit, it wasn't really meant to have substance.
But
It
Snoop
was
Dogg kept his relevance through like all like the brand deals and stuff that he did.
Yeah.
He kept his relevance through business.
No, and he had some later hits too. Freaking Sexual Eruption was
No, he had
later.
hits, but those aren't like
introspective.
Yeah, or like the substance song. But I still go back
He
to
has zero substance songs.
No, he had that song, Illuminati, dear God, I wonder, can you save me?
Oh, Murder Was the Case.
Yeah.
Back when he was dealing with his case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in like 94. Everything else, like his hits, Drop It Like It's Hot.
Yeah, like what is he even talking about in that song?
But then we're also asking man to talk about stuff in hits.
Yeah, but those hits still run.
Yeah.
I guess the Wayne hits still run. Like Mans will still play How to Love, I guess. So
Yeah.
they'll play like a million.
And who wants to be like listening to raps with a dictionary and shit? That's for like those other guys and shit.
But imagine
You know what I'm saying?
imagine a man put a gun to your head and said, "What's a milli about?" What would you even say?
It was
Nigerian hair.
It was after he signed his deal. Was it after he signed his deal with $1 million, or was it after he sold $1 million?
I think it was after he sold $1 million or something
Oh,
like that.
okay. So there is a little lore.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was just a freestyle. I think there's a different story to that. It was just a freestyle.
But I don't think La Russell has any credibility to be talking anything about Wayne though. Like, although he was kind of valid in what he said, like that's just not the nigga we want to hear that from still.
But who we shit on Wayne, or I've shitted on Wayne multiple freaking podcast episodes. I'm
But
just
I
Friday
think
Ricky Dread, bro.
I think it's different if like it's podcasting. If like if a lower tier DJ started talking shit about me, I'd be like, dude, like who the fuck is you? Like even if what he was saying was completely valid, If we're doing the same shit and I'm up here and you're down here, you can't give me no critique, nigga.
But what if he's saying, you just said it. He's saying what what he's saying is valid. So it's like, is it not valid now because he's not on the same level?
It's not valid from you.
No, I disagree. I feel like if the idea is true, then it's true regardless of who it comes from. So,
fam, I take opinions sometimes from people in the comments. I don't know some of these people from a can of paint, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, when it's true, it's true.
That's okay. But like them niggas that like they don't do the thumbnails or they don't do the titles and shit. If they kind of put you to the side and said, "Okay, Friday, what's really holding you back on YouTube is blah blah blah," aren't you gonna look at him like, "Nigga, shut the fuck up"?
I hear that. It's the credibility. It's like, imagine like some really fat dude watching on his couch telling freaking LeBron James to put a little more jump in his freaking 3-pointer.
Yeah. No, I gotta take it back a little bit because I do not ignore, but I'll look at somebody who'd be like, "Oh, this is what the problem is. You bring up all that drama and stuff like that. You need to bring some more positive people on the network." And I'm like, "Oh, you're trying to play me on my position."
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Exactly.
So if I was just to listen to you and do everything you said and then just get 200 views per video, would you be happy? Because you wouldn't watch those videos.
No, they probably roast you for getting low views.
Yes.
Because the Russell's like, "Oh, the media's against me now. That's why everyone's trying to roast me for this Lil Wayne clip."
No, it's not.
It's like, nah, niggas. It's because that's Wayne and you're Lil Russell.
No, it's not for that neither. It's
You
because
love Rock Nation?
you're signed to Rock Nation, bro. And now you decide to say that, bro. Come on, brother. Come on.
Oh, yeah, because the Jay Wayne beef?
Yes.
Okay. I see
As soon as you sign to Rock Nation, that's what you go viral for, dissing Wayne. Come
That's
on,
interesting
bro.
still.
Oh, sorry. My bad. There we go. You know what I'm saying? But listen, salute to Lil Russell. This is the first time we talked about him on the show, right? Salute to his signing of his deal with the Rock Nation also, because there's a whole conversation about that we won't get into about his fans being mad because he pushed the whole independence thing and then he ended up signing. So
to like the label.
Yeah, that was the L moves. So.
To the Epstein label. But yeah, salute to Lil Russell there and Lil Wayne. You know, I'm gonna stop bashing Wayne. I got one more story for y'all. Dad shoots up a hockey game. Did you guys see this? This is not in Canada.
No, but I do think it was inspired.
I told you to start playing my son. Y'all keep him on the fucking bed. Watch this.
I hope this doesn't get the video demonetized. And this is courtesy of Creative Canada again. It says a tragic suit. Can you read this for me?
A tragic shooting during a high school senior night hockey game at Dennis M. Lynch Arena in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, has left the community in mourning. Authorities identified the shooter as 56-year-old Robert Dorgan, also known as Roberta Esposito. A parent who opened fire during a matchup between Blackstone Valley Schools and Coventry High School on February 16th, 2026. In total, 6 people were shot during the targeted attack. 2 victims were killed at the scene and 3 others remain in critical condition, while the shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
They always do that.
Jesus Christ. This is disturbing.
They were skating for their life.
That's crazy.
Yo, what possesses people to do this, bro? It goes back to my anarchy conversation, bro. I know these things have been happening for years, but like, where are we now, fam?
I'm telling you, this was a directly inspired act from the shooting in BC. 100%. Both of them transgender males.
He was a transgender male also?
Which one?
This guy here.
Yeah, Roberta Esposito is formerly Robert.
Oh yes. I
didn't even beg that.
Yeah, look at the pictures.
Wow.
What the hell?
I'm telling you, I think like,
yo, are they on like some 4chan? Like, yo, like,
I think it's something like that because like, bro, it was literally like a couple days after that shooting. Similar situation. I think these guys they feel like everyone's these people. I don't know. Yeah, these guys, bro. But they're not guys. You know what I'm saying? But they think they're guys.
They're not geysers.
They're not geysers. They don't speak Guyanese. But it seems like they're tired of the world like piling on them in a sense. And at the end of the day, bro,
who's been there's been no transgender news until
look.
That's oh my god, that's just, okay. I mean, that's something to look at.
That's different.
I'm just gonna say, but no one has been going at them. Literally, no one has been going at them for the past 2 years.
It's their communities. It's not like the media obviously will like praise them and stuff, but it's in their day-to-day life where they're getting looks and people knew them as Robert, and now they're Roberta, and everyone's talking ish.
Okay,
At
but
the end of the
like-
day, bro, these are like angry white males that will pop off a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially these guys in America. I don't know about Rhode Island's gun laws, but everybody got access to guns, right?
Fam, like, I don't. Okay, you just showed the picture of what he looks like.
Want me to show it again?
Obviously, people are gonna look at you like, "What the hell, bro?" Like, even if you look at yourself in the mirror, you have to be like, "All right." I kind of get why people are giving me the weird look. Bro, he looked crazy, fam.
But I'm telling you, these guys are individuals. There's subsequent mental health issues that come with the gender dysphoria. And they think that becoming transgender is going to solve all their problems when it probably amplifies it. And who knows what type of hormone blockers he was on. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, these guys are tired of the world like dismissing their identity or kind of like, you know, even just, and we're not even like being rude. It's just like we're the average person. If a kid seen this guy who's dressed like a girl, the kid's gonna say something naturally, right?
Yes.
Because it's just unusual. It's abnormal. It's not normal.
Yeah.
You know? And that just means the majority of people aren't doing it.
I don't think it's only just the weird looks or whatever that they get. I'm sure that they deal with their level of violence and stuff towards them too. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's people who attack them and shit.
I don't think people. I mean, I'm not.
Maybe
gonna
not
speak on
this
that.
guy here.
Yeah,
Because
he's dead. No one's trying to
but
attack-
that's why, because they might have gotten attacked over the years.
They do the attacking more times, bro.
Well, in these situations where they crash out and shoot up the whole school. And listen, I'm not trying to give anybody a pass.
I'm also
just
not
saying-
trying to diminish anyone's experience.
Yeah.
I'm sure that people have been bullied for being trans, but like, yo, niggas get bullied for being black. Black people get bullied for being fat. Yo, white people get bullied for being white. You know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like, I don't know, the results or like the resolution shouldn't be, you know, let me just go shoot up random schools, random hockey games, random concerts.
Yeah, no, never that. But like, just some of the reasons why they're so angry, not to shoot up a school. I'm just saying, just the average quote unquote angry trans person. They might be angry because like people punch them in the face every time they see them. It's their family members or don't fuck with them anymore, and you know people have threatened them and shit like that. I don't know, bro.
It's possible, but it's almost. And could you search who the victims of the shooting were? Was it targeted or did he just open spray? You know what I'm saying? Because I think that, like you said, like everyone gets bullied for different reasons. So it's like I don't think that's a good excuse, but I think a lot of it could boil down to family. Like, who knows? Like, I don't know how people even get to this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just checking AI mode over here on Google's.
Okay, the shooter's ex-wife,
Wow.
Rhonda Dorgan, who died at the scene. Aiden
And
Dorgan, his son.
Wow, what a piece of
And
shit.
then he also injured the grandma of the son. So his ex-wife's mother, so his mother-in-law, father-in-law, and then a family friend. So
wow, super piece of shit, yo.
That's disgusting. And I guarantee you it had to do with like what their opinions were about his transition. Right? Like I mean, who knows? Maybe she cheated on him. I don't know.
Bro, okay. No, you go first.
No, I think that's what it is. Because if you have a family and then you make the decision, oh, actually, I don't want to live this life. I want to live a life completely opposite of this. It's either you guys accept my new version or else I'm going to leave. You know what I mean? Now the family's at an impasse. Like, hey, this guy gave us like the craziest freaking
ultimatum.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe they're like, okay, we don't want you around the family anymore. Maybe he builds up resentment towards them on some like, oh, they didn't accept my new person. Like,
yeah, but I feel like this whole thing, like the trend that's happening or that's been happening of trans people like shooting up places, that needs to be addressed on a wider scale because they're ready to go throw people out of America with ICE and all that. But like, there's people who are doing mass shootings. Maybe, I'm sure not like stop people from being trans, but like address the mental health issue there because there's definitely one there. If there's a pattern of all these trans people shooting up places, bro, they got to address this shit, bro.
that is true, but it's going to be on some like, oh, how do you address it without being labeled homophobic or like transphobic? Or
I'm
whatever,
sorry, bro.
xenophobic?
We're going to have to take the risks because it's like, you guys might need additional psychiatric evaluation post-surgery while you're going through it, while you're feeling this way. Like, I'm sorry, we have to ostracize you because there's too many of you guys killing mass. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to offend anybody, but bro, if you have a multitude of people who are doing mass shootings from that community, something has to be addressed.
But this could be applied to like other communities.
I was about to say,
it sounds crazy.
Zardy's an evaluation as well because white man's be shooting up.
or like that's the same argument that white people will use against like gangsters in the black community.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, all you guys do this. So should they like pre-assess every black person to see if they're prone to whatever stereotypical behaviors they'll ascribe or vice versa for other races?
But I maybe to kind of stand on my point here, if you're joining a gang and you're out there willing to shoot people, you need an additional psychiatric evaluation.
In fact.
You know what I'm saying?
But then you're going to start profiling people.
I'm profiling you because you're in a gang. I'm not profiling you because you're black. I'm profiling you because you joined a gang.
But it's almost like once it's like once these guys became trans, it's almost too late in a sense. It's kind of like you have to like pre-identify things and then address it where it's like, look, okay, you want to undergo this thing. This is what you're at risk of from a mental health perspective, and this is how to deal with it.
I think it's the same thing with the gangbangers because it's like you chose to join a gang, right? Or you were pressured to join a gang, whatever. To me, you chose to join a gang. Trans, you know, okay, I'm in my body, whatever the excuses is, or I'm not supposed to be in my body. So you chose to transition. Now that you chose this, we need to keep an eye on you, fam.
That sounds crazy, but
it
I
sounds
hear your
crazy,
point.
but like, fam, like if you're making these choices, and I'm not saying joining a gang is the same thing as becoming trans. So relax, community.
That's crazy.
Okay, because I know they're gonna try to roast me for that, but I'm just saying you're doing choices that are gonna mentally impact you, not just physically. So wouldn't you want some kind of continuous mental aftercare?
Yeah, and I think that's what they need, but it's also like hard to predict this because it's such a like new human experience. Like humans have been like men and women for like tens of thousands, millions of years. Now you have this like new genre. Yeah. It's almost like an unprecedented experience. So it's like even the people doing the mental health evaluations probably don't even know what these guys are going through. Plus when you have the hormones and stuff, and I guarantee you that like cause for you to want to kill your own son, it's like, bro, like you're kind of out of your mind.
Yeah, yes. I think, maybe it was like a manic episode or whatever, and like subconsciously he was literally trying to get rid of his own life.
Yes,
you know, got rid of his own life.
And they'd go do everybody else first, and then they'd take themselves out. And I'm not just saying trans. I'm just saying mass shooters. Period.
I feel like once it settles in, like shit, like fuck, I just did all that shit. Like I don't want to live. Like I don't want to deal with these repercussions.
I feel like it was like a planned thing where it's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot all of them and I'm gonna shoot myself because you don't even have that time to like reflect.
No, I think like because
and then we can't even like study them. We can't even like there can't be any like evaluations where you can get more information to prevent this from happening. It's like they off themselves at the end.
If you already wanted to off yourself, then why not just off yourself?
Facts.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the local high school hockey game. Like, there was no squad in the town.
It's that idea of legacy and ego where it's like, no, people are gonna know not to mess with us. Like, I feel like that's how they feel, bro.
Yeah, it's some sick shit, bro.
That's what you get for messing with us.
Well, like we already were messing with you guys. Like,
yeah,
we were not rocking with you guys. You guys got cheese, and then.
Well, that's maybe the reason why they end up spazzing out like this. I'm not excusing it, but I'm just saying, like, I will stand on. I know it sounds crazy, but psychiatric evaluation is necessary.
And I used to work with like. I guess a guy that transitioned to a girl or whatever, and like she was like pretty cool or whatever, but like I don't know, it just always felt like just like weird, like two bodies in one type, like I just couldn't really tell the difference. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, and there is an element where it feels like performative to an extent, where you're like. I don't know. I'm not like obviously I'm going to treat everyone with respect.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there's a certain level of like comfort that you can't reach when it's like they're not even comfortable with themselves type of vibe. You know what
you
I'm
have to
saying?
like say the right words and like stepping on eggshells and stuff.
They
you
like
know?
police your language and your thought process in a sense. And now it's like I can't even be myself because like the sensitivity is so high and like they're very ready to like page you on certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. I've worked in certain workplaces where like, you know, there've been people like that. And like one time I said something and then like I found out that person was like crying later.
Wow.
Because of what I said. And I didn't even say anything crazy. It was just being myself, you know?
See, this is the thing. Like we walk on eggshells because what? That person might later on go and shoot up your workplace.
Or shoot me specifically.
And I'm not trying to paint these guys with a brush. Again, I feel like we need to pull out of this territory here, but it's happening too much. You know what I'm saying? But listen, RIP to all of those people who passed away there, like 6 people, they said. Right? Condolences to the families, man.
So there were random victims as well. It wasn't just
like injuries.
Oh, okay.
And well, shit, they hit the like 3 people he wanted to hit. And like if you're out there just shooting off the gun, like you're gonna hit more people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
disgusting.
Man. RIP to all of them, man. Let me find some music for the road here. I think we're good for the day here. Well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.